my girl from Senegal. She come back to daddy when I Senegal. Daddy at the general. Have to pay the lawyer just to stay out the federal. Big man pull up like a sentinel. Big gold chain on me neck, me and several. Make the girl hyper. Have to settle down. Ginseng roof for the second round. Knock out in the girl. Rubber man take a gun.
Different type of thing.
Not a little, plenty. My quartz crystals never empty. Duppy no knots that fret me. Bitter like root tea. I use whatever works like Bruce Lee. You only need a little like Tootsie. Baby had a biggie, it was juicy. I like it really weird like cookie. I switch my salad, baby, yeah, it's a new me. You thought you knew me, let me introduce me. I said, hey, yo. I said, hey, yo. Welcome to Disagreeable. This is Disagreeable. I am disagreeable. We are disagreeable. And this is a late night impromptu show. You feel me? If you came here to be greatly entertained or anything like that, I suggest you lower your expectations and your standards. You feel me? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Lower your expectations and your standards. And let's get into it. Yeah, I might have to build this channel back up again because I feel like they're gonna get me out of here any moment. It is what it is. And I just realized, I just broke up a little herb. And I realized I used my last damn papers earlier. I got these king size raw cones here, man. I hate raw papers. I hate cones. But we're here now, so what is the world talking about? Let me know in the chat. I don't be attention to the what the fuck was I about to say? I don't be paying attention to the world. You feel me? I don't be paying attention. I heard Cardi B was smashing while pregnant. I heard she was I guess she's cheating. Are they together? But whatever. I heard she was letting random bloods from the Bronx bust raw on her. I heard she was letting random bloods from the Bronx bust raw on her, which that's nothing new. That's nothing new at all. What is new is that she's pregnant. Actually, that's probably not even new either. That's probably not even new either. Actually, it is probably new because she got paper now, so she'd be keeping her kids. Not like back in the days, you feel me? Not like back in the days. Can't believe. And what time is it? I can't even hit it to the store real quick. I can't believe I don't have any goddamn papers, dog. I can't believe it. Hold on. Night walk in Irakabara? Where is this? I don't know why I say. I'm looking at my watch later. I'm like, why did I save this? Is this Japan? Is this Chinese people? What's going on? I don't know. I know my channel's throttled. You feel me? They're gonna show this to a couple random people. But we're gonna get into it. We're something I can just be nosy with. We're something that we can just be nosy with. You feel me? Hold up, I heard let's see what's up with this. I heard what's her name. Actually, I might just get in my boring bag. That might be fun. I might just get in my boring bag. You feel me? That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. What side of the let's see if we have any information on this. Creating a workshop in your mind. Let's see where that goes. How to tap into you. I don't be believing these niggas, but let's see what he's talking about. Hold up, homie actually sent me. Oh, damn. Yeah, this is not a planned show. I didn't even give a shit. Hold up. No, that's gonna be fucking difficult to search. The genie in your mind and what he said today. What does that mean? Hold on. Yeah, let's get this up here.
His name, C-A-Y-C-E. Very strange story about this guy. He was a Bible teacher in a fundamentalist church. Every Sunday morning he came with his Bible and conducted Sunday school. Sunday school teacher. Every Sunday morning Edgar was down to the little village church and taught Sunday school from a fundamental perspective. He was a Bible teacher. And something strange happened to him. In the midst of his teaching the Bible, what you're supposed to have happen according to religion, and does not happen to too many people, happened to Edgar. He was touched by the Spirit. The Holy Spirit consumed him. He received all kinds of gifts, prophetic gifts, healing gifts, and all of these things. And as soon as he did, he became an outcast to the church. He became an enemy to the church. Get him out of here. The guy's a nut. He's a cult. He's a witch and all of these things. And they drummed the guy out. So what it means, if you want to go to church and you want to score with Christian churches, just sit there and shut up and pretend that you're in heaven and everything will be fine. Don't really get involved in the real stuff because they'll throw you out. And that's exactly what they did. Another thing about Casey that set him aside from the current evangelist, which didn't rub them too well, he didn't take any money for all of his things that he did. He used to go into these trances, and in the trances he would tell people things and prophetic things, and he would tell people where they should go, what kind of doctor they should see, what kind of medicine they should take, and all these magnificent things he did through the Holy Spirit. I mean, the guy had a fundamentalist background, but he's considered, if you go and mention his name in any of these churches up and down Route 9, they'll call the cops on you because he's considered like a witch. But that's what it is. Religion, fundamental religion says they pray for the Holy Spirit to come, and when he comes, they all run out the door. Say it's a cult. Get out of here. It's evil. But what Casey talked about, basically, and what we're going to start off with tonight, are his comments on what we know as the subconscious. The subconscious, that part of your mind that you do not know exists, very dearly exists. It's there. And what Casey is talking about, and what maybe I can explain to you about what we're going to call the subconscious, or as he refers to it as the helper, or if you're impressed towards the earlier days of your youth, your guardian angel. Okay. All located in the subconscious. The helper. Okay. Let's give you an idea of how it works. Have you ever come driving down the parkway, either coming north or coming south, and gone through the toll booth, paid the toll, and never remembered it? Driven past someplace, and then all of a sudden, geez, I don't know if I paid the toll or not. Now, how the heck did I get here? Or sometimes you've driven maybe so many miles and you don't even remember seeing the sights. You don't remember going through the toll booth. The question is, while you were daydreaming, who drove the car? And you know that it's true because every one of you have had that experience in one way or another. Who put the toll when you don't remember putting the toll in the machine? Who put the toll? Who drove the car? You say. Did you ever get a hunch? Feeling that something is going to happen? Where'd that come from? Who gave you the hunch? What's a hunch? Look at the word hunch. It's a miserable word. I got a hunch. Take something, liver oil or something, get rid of that hunch. Where'd the hunch come from? I mean, what? The helper, the guardian angel, that living thing that is alive and active. In your
Homie got computers on the. I just said got computers. Got commercials on the goddamn. Come on, dog. You trying to get to the bottom of something. Yo, say something in the chat. Hit the like.
consciousness. That's who drove the car when you went to bye-bye. Can you imagine? And this happens to me a lot. Driving a car 65 miles an hour and you go away. Going right through a toll booth, not even knowing that you did it. You stopped the car, you paid the toll, you went on down 10 miles down the road, and you don't even remember going through the toll. 65 miles, 70 miles an hour, you're driving this car, and you're gone. I mean, that happens to me lots of times when I'm sitting here or if I'm talking to you. But for driving a car? If you ever want the proof of the existence of a divine presence, there it is. You're driving and you've gone away. You've left the car, and yet there it goes. Stops, pays the toll, and everything. Okay. See, you've been taught basically, and as we've all been taught, that this subconscious is a deep, dark place, and you better stay away from it. Because if you get in there, you know, you're going to open your mind to devils and demons. That's what religious people tell you, because they frighten you with that kind of stuff. Most people that you get in churches will not dare meditate. And the reason they won't dare meditate is because they've been taught that if they do, they'll open their minds to demons. Imagine demons inside of this head. In your head, there's demons and devils. Jesus Christ didn't agree with that. He said the kingdom of God is within you. Right. And that's very, very important to know. Remember the old radio show? I don't know, now this may date you, and some of you look a little younger. Some of you will remember this. Who knows what evil lurks within the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Remember that? Jeez. So I wouldn't dare, I wouldn't dare get involved in anything. So who then, once you are assured that inside of you lurks demons and devils, and you can activate them, you have to stay away. What are you afraid of? You're not afraid of demons. You're not afraid of devils. You're afraid of yourself. You have been taught by religion to fear yourself. The Bible teaches, love your neighbor as you love yourself. But we haven't been taught to love ourselves. We've been taught to fear ourselves. So what do? We fear our neighbor as we fear ourselves. And our neighbor becomes an enemy, because our neighbor, if he says the wrong things, may cause us to lose our salvation. So what must we do? Maybe we have to lob bombs over the wall to eliminate him so that he won't be a threat to us and our American Judeo-Christian way. The kingdom of God is within you. So Jesus Christ comes along in Matthew 5:14, and he says, you are the light of the world. You. Now, did he know something we don't? Edgar Casey said, yes, he did. It is the promised land that you can enter. Let me show you where it is. The whole Bible is consumed. Let me draw a picture of you. Little bad lump there, but it's all right. That's you. Okay? Here's your 10% or the left side. Now, don't tell me the guy's looking this way, so it's his right side.
Yeah, we're pre-selling or whatever. I rolled up this little J, and then we're gonna go a little deeper. Pause.
And you're looking at let's say this is the left side. Okay. This is the left. This is Egypt. This is the 10% that you use. This is where we live. This is the garbage dump of the world, where we live. Okay? Over here is the promised land. That's why it says in 1 Kings 6:8, when they built the temple, they put the door to the holy place on the right side. Jesus says, cast your net to the right side and you shall find. Why? Because when the sun rises in its trajectory and then sits in Aries, it moves to the right or eastern side. Whenever you look north, east is on the right side. That's why the wise men come from the east, the star is from the east, and all of this is from the east, because it's talking about the right side. All right? This here is the place where religion says you don't want to go. You want to stay here in the cesspool with them. and have all the cesspool pumpers pump all the you-know-what around your head. That's what you do. You've lived your whole life right here in the septic tank. And then, like Buddha says, when you start meditating, things can get pretty lousy. Not because they're any worse, but because you've finally woken up and you don't like the smell. You realize, I'm living in a cesspool. For the first time in your life, you realize this is not where I should be living, and so you start casting your energy to the right side. That's the promised land. But you know what it says in the Bible? It says in the Bible a story about those who brought an evil report about the promised land. Do you know that? They do it today, don't you?
Swelling means there's blood and fluid getting stuck, and when your lymphatic system is clogged up, that's when inflammation occurs.
You tell them you're coming down to this church to meditate, what are they going to tell you? They're going to give you an evil report of what could happen to you if you come down here and go into there, because there's demons in there and there's monsters in there, and you better not do that or you're going to lose your life and lose your sanity and all of these stuff. There's a book in the Bible called the Book of Numbers. And as the children of Israel were moving towards the promised land, they sent spies ahead to case the land. See? Let's take a look at it. Page 129 in the New Testament of the Bible, and the book of Numbers, Numbers chapter 13. Now I want you to, if you would, give me the benefit of the doubt here and look at this as an approach to consciousness, not as an approach to a patch of land, because that's what it's really talking about. You're looking symbolically. I want you to see something. Look at the book of Numbers. It's on page 129 in those little Bibles. Numbers chapter, well, it's on page 29. How's that? You're in the New Testament and you're saying, no, it's not. 129 in the Old Testament. All right. How about a round of boos for Ethel? Boo. All right. All right, let's go. Numbers 13 and verse 32. And they brought up an evil report. Now, I want you to think of this differently than what you're going to read it. I want you to start reading mystically, spiritually, symbolically. Start thinking about the right hemisphere, the place of deep meditation. They brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched unto the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search is a land that eats up the inhabitants, and all the people are men of great stature. Now, look at what it says. In Numbers 14, see Numbers 14, verse 1, and all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept all night. They're scared to death. Verse 14, too, chapter 4, and all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, and the whole congregation saying, would God that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would God that we had died in this wilderness. See, they wanted to stay where they were. They didn't want any part of this thing that they had been promised. They didn't want any part of it. They want to stay where they are. How many of you had relatives saying, I was born I'll die? They never go to the church but they were born and they'll die. And don't you bring any of that other stuff in this house. They got a statue here and they got a Bible here and all of this stuff, and nobody's going to change them. They don't want any part of it. Absolute misery in the house. You know, absolute misery. I mean, real gunfight at the OK Corrals every day in this house. But this is it. And I got my...
Yeah, let's get into the qualities that he's talking about a bit. Give me a second. I know nobody's here. This is not an exciting show. Not meant to be. Here we go. Let's go straight to the bad guy with it. Edgar Case. Yeah, let's go to his wiki. Let me get that back up there. Edgar Casey. All right. Edgar Casey, March 18th, 1877. He died in 1945. Was an American attributed clairvoyant who who purported to trance and give readings, often claiming to diagnose disease and recommending treatments for ailments. During the sessions, Casey would answer questions on a variety of subjects such as healing, reincarnation, dreams, the afterlife, past lives, nutrition, Atlantis, or whatever the hell that is, and future events. Casey described himself as a Duvant Christian. A Christian is a person. So what is a Duvant Christian? We know what Christians are. I need to have devout. Oh, nigga, am I saying Duvant? Like I'm saying like they put a French word or some shit in there like that? No, that's just fucking devout. Devout Christian and denied being a spiritualist or communicating with spirits. Casey is regarded as a founder and a principal source of many characteristics and beliefs of the New Age movement. And I don't like that. I don't like that. And I feel like they might have paired those two things together to maybe take away from Edgar Casey's what's the word? Validity. You feel me? The New Age is bullshit. But from what I understand, this guy was like a super Christian that started having these experiences, and he didn't stop being a Christian because he had those experiences. But I heard they kicked him out of the church because he was like, yo, look at all the spiritual shit that's popping. I'm doing it through he's like, yo, I'm working through the spirit. He said, I'm working through the spirit. They got his ass up out of here, yo. Do they have any 1900 loss of voice? Do they have any of the accounts? Do they have any of the accounts? We'll see. Do they have any of the accounts? It's like it's fucking relationships. I don't care. I don't give a fuck who this nigga dated. Non-profit formed. Alright, I'm good. Think of the cornball. I'm good. I don't have the patience for it right now. Let me get this out of here. Yeah, let's put on a classic. Yeah, let's put on a classic. Let's do that. I'm just hanging out. Let's see if everybody wants to pull up and hang out. Classic. Let's put this joint on.
Thank you. How are you? This is Khalid Muhammad, former national representative of Minister Louis Farrakhan of the Nation of Islam. Mr. Muhammad is the man who made so many of the front pages of America's newspapers with a speech at Kean College, which so many people called anti-Semitic and a lot of things. At the very least, racist. You remember the comment? He picked up the Pope's dress, and let's see what's under that dress. Here's what you said about Colin Ferguson, the man who shot a Jamaican black male who shot 6 people on the Long Island train. Mr. Muhammad speaks.
Where they set black inmates up in these jails and penitentiaries, and in particular there in Nassau County, and pulled all the black officers out and the black inmates so they could jump on Brother Colin Ferguson because they were mad with him for catching the Long Island train and killing all them white folks. I love Colin Ferguson. I have no official position, so I can say I love him.
You love a man who randomly killed 6 people on a commuter train?
I love Colin Ferguson just as much as the masses of white Americans love General Schwarzkopf, General Westmoreland, General Patton, General MacArthur, and Eisenhower. America awards her killers, and they get ribbons and stripes and bars. I'm sensitive to the pain and suffering of the loss of life on that train, but I'm one of the rebellious slaves. And so when black people stand up out of pain and suffering and frustration, I understand after 500 years.
You also,
what they would have you believe is that in a world where everything is based upon balance and counterparts, if you're being extremely and aggressively, I don't want to use the word attacked. Whatever, I'll use attack for now. If you're being extremely and aggressively attacked, that means you need counterparts within your organization and or your group culturally, whatever you, your tribe, whatever, to counteract that action. You feel me? So it is what it is. Here's the thing. And I see, maybe not Khaled specifically, but I definitely heard it about Khaled. And it's just like, here's something just to think about, just to roll around in your mind. Fuck it, just drop this ash. Here's something to think about. And we'll use like the small hat community as like an example. I grew up in Miami, around a lot of these people, very good friends with a lot of them. You would think that you're friends as much as the friends that you can be. I've never heard a small hat talk negatively about a small hat. No matter what. Ever. And if you have, let me know.
you talk about the response of some African Americans to, for example, the book which attempts to prove that Jews are involved in the slave trade. I'd be happy to let them see that. You talk about when white folks can't defeat you, you said in your speech at Kane, they'll always find some Negro, some boot-licking, butt-licking, buck-dancing, bamboozle, half-baked, half-fried, sissified, punkified, pasteurized, homogenized nigger that they can trot out in front of you. I would ask you, Mr. Muhammad, is Jesse Jackson a boot-licking, homogenized nigger?
To the best of his ability, I believe he tries every day to do that.
Here you are mocking Jesse Jackson at a speech, I believe this is Howard University. Roll the tape.
Oh, boot-licking, buck-dancing, scratching, shuffling, messy Jesse Jackson. You keep. I am a somebody.
Hold up, I know what y'all like. You feel me? I even know what the algorithm likes. So I bet I put this on, and the algorithm starts to push me. Watch this. Watch this.
To make yourself feel better, because I make you feel so low about yourself, because I don't make you feel like you're that nigga in this home. So that's what you gotta do. So you out here trying to hurt my feelings because you can I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because them hoes ain't good enough that I be having you crashing out all weekend. You was mad happy today when I called you today. And the only reason why I called you today is because I'm trying to change my son's school and I need your approval. Other than that, nigga, fuck you. I don't care. The world, my ops. I'm with your ops. That's one for your ops. Yeah, of course, because you don't move with integrity. You're not a street nigga. That's what you do. That's what you do. Oh, I'm gonna go for your ops. Boo hoo, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You can fuck my ops. You fuck my friends, nigga. I don't give a shit. You're a lame to me, and you will never equal.
It should just be so clear how these people are just like useful idiots, you know? And it seems from my observations, people eat whatever they're fed. You know, but it is what it is.
Equate to me, and it's crazy that I even let you even play with me for such a long time, because you're not even a real right nigga for me. I make you look good, nigga. Fuck you. Oh, look at the bitch I'm fucking. Fuck you. I don't care. Look at the fucking. I'm gonna fuck your ups. I'm gonna fuck. Matter of fact, oh, look at this. I don't want to see it. So what? You was gonna fuck them anyways, nigga. All you gotta do is get fucking drunk. And I'm gonna throw you that pussy for 2,000. You gotta survive out here.
2,000, dog. Tell you, celebrities and basketball, you know, professional athletes and shit. These are the. I know. And some goofy nigga will probably hear this and be like, "Oh, that ain't nothing. Oh, that ain't." Come on, dog. It is tricking if you got it.
Here. Bitches gotta survive out here, nigga. Oh, now I'm with them bitches. Now I'm with bitches. Okay, you could do that. You was gonna do it regardless. You go to a club and you probably get drunk. You give them bitches 2,000 and you was gonna do them regardless. Them hoes gotta survive. These.
How is Cardi so familiar with that? Going to the club, getting 2,000 and smashing to survive. She seems to be very familiar with that.
Hoes is hungry out here. We in a recession, baby. Them hoes gotta get paid. Do that. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, I'm a watch what I'm gonna do to you. Watch what I'm this, that, blah, 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 blah. You already done it all. You already done it all. You already done it all. You done it all. You done it all. You done it all. Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing surprises me.
All right, I can't take it. All right, I can't take it. I tried to appease the AI. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I am a somebody to keep hope alive. I am a somebody. I don't rightly know who the hell I am, but I am somebody.
Yeah. Are you an entertainer or are you a committed person to black people?
I'm so glad you asked that question. I believe that the liberation and salvation of the black nation must be brought about by black people gaining a thorough knowledge of self after our 500 to 6,000 year Holocaust, where we have lost over 600 million. And so I believe that that education process must be a process of two steps: inspiration and information. So I seriously give information, but black people are a people of rhythm and spirit, so I also give inspiration.
From your speech at Kane College in 1960, Chief Loathing, the head of the ANC, received a Nobel Peace Prize, you reported to your audience, reminded them, for nonviolent struggle. Yes. Just like Mandela just received it with F.W. de Klerk. How could you stand with your oppressor and your enemy and receive the Nobel Prize for nonviolent struggle? You have, you do not support then Nelson Mandela's strategy in the struggle to free black people in South Africa?
Let us first of all be very clear here, Phil. Nelson Mandela is my brother.
So
he
is
is a
Jesse
member
Jackson.
of the family, and so is Jesse, and Jesse is a very brilliant man. We just want him to return home and stop being used by the enemy and the oppressor against his people. Now back to Brother Nelson Mandela. And certainly we can never mention Nelson without mentioning Winnie Mandela. But Nelson Mandela's attempt at a multiracial government in South Africa after the murder of men, women, children, and babies, and the rape of South Africa, a criminal settler colony that has been established like Israel there in that part of the world. I cannot go along with one man, one vote. Let me say why. If someone broke into your home, Mr. Donahue, and actually bomb rushed your home, and Black Boots stomped your door down and came in and robbed and raped everyone in the household and was able to take the wealth of your home and parlay it into an empire. This is an invader. This is an intruder. This is a murderer. This is a burglar. This is a criminal. So you have no responsibility to share your home with them after they broke in and committed the crimes that they did.
You want, you said about South Africa, we give him, that is to say white people, 24 hours to get out of town by sundown. That's all. If he won't get out of town by sundown, we'll kill every white that ain't right that's in sight in South Africa. We kill the women, we kill the children, we kill the babies, we kill the blind, we kill the cripple, we kill them all. We kill the faggot, we kill the lesbian, we kill them all. You say, why kill the babies in South Africa? Because they're going to grow up and oppress our babies, so we kill the babies. Are you seriously presenting yourself as a man interested in the future of your people with this kind of rhetoric?
I'm just as interested in the freedom of my people as I am in the self-determination or the Kujichagulia, self-development, them being self-defining, self-respecting, and self-defending. If the white man has killed millions of our people and you cannot deny the undeniable and indisputable and irrefutable truth, fact, proof, and history of their bloodshed there in South Africa. I said it would be merciful if they would leave. I don't agree with a government, a sham government. No man walks out of prison after 27 years and becomes the president unless there's a script and a plan behind the scenes to remove the economic sanctions from whites in South Africa, but no real plan for redistribution of the wealth. The Oppenheimers, the De Beers, and others there sucking the blood of our people. So I said, be merciful. Give them a period of time. Truman gave the Japanese a period of time. But when they didn't comply, he dropped the bomb on men, women, children, and babies. I make no apology for that statement. I believe that the invasion of South Africa was an act of unprovoked war. One nation against another nation. And nations must fight for the self-determination. They had no business there, Mr. Donahue.
Yes. Would you like to see Aristide return to Haiti to his rightful, duly elected position as president?
From what I have learned and studied of President Aristide, from what I can see and those I've been privileged to talk to who are close to him, he appears to be a very sincere man. He appears to be a man who really loves our people there and wants to see our people breathe free and correct the problems that colonialism and other disruptions is very definitely at the root of. However, Phil, I do not want to see my beloved brother, President Aristide, returned to Haiti by the power of a Bill Clinton. Because if Bill Clinton can help to return him there, he will always attempt to be the puppeteer who will pull the strings and try to dictate to my brother how he should carry out the affairs of government there.
Mm-hmm. Your comments appear to bespeak a political position in which you have no interest at all in reaching out and hoping and working for a multiracial community of harmony and peace. Am I correct in saying?
Even that shit sounds silly in itself. Reaching out and hoping. I want to run that back. Niggas been doing that shit forever.
Brother, how he should carry out the affairs of government there.
Mm-hmm. Your comments appear to bespeak a political position in which you have no interest at all in reaching out and hoping and working for a multiracial community of harmony and peace. Am I correct in saying you have forsaken that ideal?
My arms are tired, Phil. We've reached out. for 500 years.
Too late now.
We faced tanks. We faced water hoses and cattle prods. Vicious dogs bit the breast of black women off in those protest marches of the civil rights movement. Vicious four-legged dogs sicked on us by two-legged dogs, bit into the groin and the private parts of black men, women, and children. So, Mr. Donahue, I believe that the white man is absolutely disagreeable to live with in peace, and that no one has been able to get along with him nowhere on the face. 196,900,000.
What's good, Plane? What's good, Plane? We just hanging out late night, you know, watching some classics and whatnot. I know you're familiar with this. You got to be familiar with Dude. You feel me? I know these young whippersnappers don't know, but you know, I'm just chilling. You see the link. I don't have a show planned or anything like that. I'm just vibing.
140,000 square miles of the planet Earth.
And so you will continue this rhetoric. You will continue
and action.
And action. Action. What kind of action? Strategy to effect what in the United States of America? Let's start with us.
No wise general sits with a representative of the opposition to discuss battle strategy and battle plans before the entire world. I don't think that would be wise. But the mission of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the mission of my spiritual father, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, whom I love very much, and I want to be in that number when he takes 1 million black men to Washington, D.C. to call for reparations and justice. Their work is a work of liberation and salvation. Their work is a work to raise the mentally and spiritually dead black man and woman after we have been robbed of our names, our language, our religion, our culture, our God, our folkways, mores, and robbed of a power, the power of our own being.
Lift up the Pope's skirt to see what's under there. This is high school stuff. Words like faggot. It's an immature sort of failure to really get out of the old Beavis Butthead kind of environment. Certainly you can't be proud of this kind of language that you use.
Well, if it is high school, then the Bible, listen for a second, the Bible speaks of lifting up the skirts of the garment. Oh, I'm surprised that you feel. It's a metaphor. It's symbolic language. I'm not at all interested in what is under the Pope's clothes. I'm not into that. It's a metaphor.
Let's see what's under there.
But it is a metaphor to say, let us expose the Pope.
Damn, this audio quality is like worse than I remember it being.
According to H. Shelton Smith, President Emeritus of Duke University, in his book entitled In His Image, quote, the Catholic Church and the Pope were directly involved in the institution of slavery. They financed slavery and gave the okay that it was good business to sell Africans. Lift up the skirts of his garment so that we can see the shame and reveal what has been hidden. But it has nothing to do with sexuality whatsoever.
What do you suspect has been hidden?
I believe that it has been perpetrated before the world
to discover what it might be.
Well, we're saying lift up the skirt again. I don't believe you're missing what I'm saying. Well, lifting up the skirt again, as the scripture says, raising the skirts of the garment. I'll say it once more for you, and only once more. Has to do with revealing the history, the hidden history. When you lift up someone's garments, then you show their shame. You show up their private parts, that which they normally hide from the rest of the world. I'm not dealing with organs under the garment. I'm dealing with the organ of slavery and those parts that have been kept private from the masses of the people.
We are in New York City with Khalid Muhammad, and we'll be back in just a moment. Here is just one of the comments that provoked the Anti-Defamation League to take out a full-page ad in the New York Times and other newspapers. What the ADL did essentially was publish.
This kind of goes together. What is this? I'm looking at things in my recommended. I'm like, yo, what the? Hold up. Hold up.
Stand up.
On September 21st, 2023, airport officers responded to a service call regarding a fight at a restaurant. Upon further investigation, it was revealed that the suspect had vandalized multiple businesses, spat on an individual, and struck an elderly woman with a closed fist, resulting in a minor laceration.
Yeah.
This guy will explain what's going on.
I was just walking up, and you hear this loud bang, and I guess a younger woman hit this elderly woman in the face with a phone. And the elderly woman's cut, she's bleeding down the side of her face. Then the woman went and spit in somebody else's face, and then a bunch of us were trying to contain her.
So
she went back down into Terminal
the
C.
individual hit two people?
Hit one person, spit in another woman's
Hit
face.
one, spin the other. Okay.
And they've been,
Okay. Okay.
So there's the elderly woman right there.
Hey, what's going on? Hey.
She has like all crazy shit.
Assaulted.
And both of them were. She spit on her and then knocked her with a cell phone.
After watching Khalid Muhammad for a little bit, I need somebody black to corroborate this story. The people attacking my sister.
Okay, big one. You can show it. 19, 18, 97.
Of course, she was like in the way, but you can turn this up. She's screaming and yelling at her right here.
She did take the face of her cell phone, and that's what hit her.
That's what hit her, but it's you were in the way. Look at that. So right here is when she walks up to her and hits her. That's where she hits her, and then she comes.
Control.
No, she punched her with her hand.
Race in her hand.
No, yeah. If you slow it down.
Glasses.
She went that way.
Charlie? Okay.
And then she looked like she was trying to find somewhere to hide because we were all like congregating. She could have gone past us and gone down D, but.
Okay. Is that video something you're able to pop?
Plain says link isn't working. Nothing's working, so I dropped another one. So we see what's going on. These white people are telling. So a black person telling. Is a black person telling?
Was it a woman?
I'm nosy. I'm black. I'm trying to see.
Was it a woman?
Yes.
I just need to see a picture of what she looks like.
He says, was it welcome and playing to the show?
Greetings and salutations, my brother.
How are you, good sir?
Man, better than I deserve every day.
I just want to let you know that you deserved it. So
what you said. Yeah, so, man, I'm just out here still on the grind, trying to make some things happen. And I've been catching the show here and there. A lot of times I'll be lurking, depending on the content or my energy level. I'll be right off work and I'll be about to crash. I'm like, I ain't gonna go up there and crash out. But
I feel you. Most of the time, I just want to sit back and watch, leave a couple comments, maybe. You feel me?
Right. So where are we at now? I saw Donahue and Khalid Muhammad classic interview from back in the day, my formative years.
Yeah, I'm just jumping through the multiverse right now, so we're all over the place. I'm going from Khalid Muhammad, I'm going to some occult studies, and now we're looking at they titled it "Racist Woman Arrested After Attacking Senior Citizen at Airport," and I saw it was a young black woman. So, and what's interesting to me right now, white people were snitching, and they acted like they had video, but you can't trust white people video. But what happened right here is, like, this guy right here, I guess the police is body cam. So the police go to ask these people, and this nigga, he asked this guy, like, is it a woman or something? And this guy goes, I don't know, I gotta see, I'm black. You feel? So I'm like, what does that mean? He's really like, I'm gonna play it again, watch.
I'm nosy. I'm black. I'm trying to see.
Wait, hold on.
Okay. Did you just have somebody come through and knock all this off?
Well, yeah. We have a picture.
Was it a woman?
I'm nosy. I'm black. I'm trying to see.
Was it a woman?
Yes.
Did he say I'm blind? I hope he said I'm blind.
nosy, I'm black, I'm trying to see.
Oh shit! So he said I was trying to shoot him some bail and thought he said, "Oh, I'm blind. I'm trying to see." He said
I'm nosy, I'm black, I'm trying to see. So basically, he telling the police, I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to find out because I'm nosy and I'm black. I'm trying to see just like you.
The internet's just great. You'll just find.
What airport is this? So I can profile all these people.
Let's find that out. So we're gonna hear this guy say he's black again because we want to hear that. So we know that's like at 119. So let's figure out where this airport is again. What airport is this?
Miami.
Stand up.
Damn.
On September 21st, 2023, airport officers responded to a service call regarding a fight at a restaurant. Upon further investigation, it was revealed that the suspect had vanished.
They're just saying airport officers. They're not gonna tell.
Oh, they're being deliberately vague.
So we got to figure this out. We got to profile our way to real information. You said Miami, but I've been through Miami a lot. But I am also kind of what's the right word?
I was just messing with you.
Oh, okay. I thought it could have been right because I was looking at.
But this might be but because of the dude already, because dude I saw this might be like somewhere in Atlanta because these some country folks that work there. You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta
country folks and immigrants. It sounds like Atlanta to me.
Oh, maybe we'll get an answer. Atlanta is like a huge, nice airport, so I haven't seen enough to know this is Atlanta yet. But let's hear this guy talk about how he's black.
I'm black. I'm nosy. I'm trying to see.
But, what's up, Magical Family in the chat? Shout out to Magical Family.
Shout out Magic Family.
The link is up there. We just hanging out. This guy's nosy and he's black. So maybe if you're nosy and you're black and you want to come up here too and talk, then you can just
right. We all nosy black. We trying to see.
We black. Let's go.
Somebody come through and knock all this off.
Well, yeah. We have a picture.
Was it a woman?
I'm nosy. I'm black. I'm trying to see.
Was it a woman?
Yes.
The white woman got off on that shit. The white woman in the back was like, "God damn,
he's straight to the point. We need to put that on a t-shirt, yo.
I'm nosy. I'm black. I'm trying to see."
Yeah. 3 bars, man. That say it all. Put on a coffee mug.
I might have to do that. I'm nosy. I'm black. I'm trying to see. Maybe that would be one of the items people will try to buy from the channel. I'm done. I don't want the cash apps or none of that anymore. I'm making products. So
right. Buy the merch.
Yeah, buy the merch. But we don't hear him say it one more time because it's true. You black and you nosy.
Was it a woman?
I'm nosy. I'm black. I'm trying to see.
Was it a woman?
Yes.
I just need to see a picture of what she looks like.
This girl.
Thank you. Control 18. She just knocked a bunch of stuff off at Air Essentials too. I'm still trying to make contact.
After a 10-minute search, officers located her seated in the waiting area near one of the gates. Before approaching her, officers consulted with the victims to determine if they wished to press charges. When the victims declined, the officers proceeded to take her into custody on a disorderly conduct charge.
So, the good white people, the good American white people, refused to press charges. Let her keep it moving.
Right. They ain't pressed. They just they're at an airport. They're just passing through. They ain't got time for all that. But they still tripping off dude like us. I'm nosy. I'm black. I'm trying to see.
Cops be acting like they have the hardest job in the world. I know they just be laughing all day. Like, yo, you heard what that nigga said earlier?
Hey, my brother-in-law was a cop, and he told me all he do is sit in his squad car and sleep, waiting on this radio, and most of the time the calls just be domestic violence. It ain't like TV. It's just breaking up domestic violence issues.
Yeah, that can be dangerous. You know, it's just mainly men and women arguing, and then you'd be like, all right, one of y'all gotta go.
I
That's the
mean, yeah,
law.
you gonna get some action every now and then, but most of the time the action they get is them beating somebody up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a bully job. That's why bullies do the job.
So they're gonna take her in. So nobody press charges on her, but they're gonna take her in on a disorderly. You see the police approach her right here from the body cam, and he's got another white female officer flanking her from the back just in case she tries to give any trouble. Feel me?
Try to break out.
Yeah, so disorderly conduct. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one because she did wild out, but nobody pressed charges. So,
Well, it's like the same thing like with domestic violence. Like the state will pick up the charge just because you're being violent. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna get away. You're not gonna get away with this. The state take up the charge. That's why we got laws, man. You can't be out here just doing shit and getting away with it on camera.
I feel you, and I agree if the laws are laws. But things like this come down to officers' discretion. And that's why we have to go back to the Khalid Muhammad shit. Because if she was a nice little blonde white girl, would she be able to get her ass on the plane and keep it moving? Or even with a promise to appear or something like that or some bullshit. You understand what I'm saying?
If it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. If she was a nice little white girl, she wouldn't have been doing none of this.
Come on.
She minding her business like nice little white girls do. But Keisha got an issue. So Keisha, that issue gonna get dealt with. Like
I have to agree and disagree because I know white bitches wild out, dog. You feel me?
I mean, they know when to. They know when to. They get wasted and they turn up in the club somewhere out in the streets, or they in some domestic issues, emasculating their man till he smack her, that type of deal. But they not out in public doing this. At an airport where everything is federalized, like whatever you do is aggravated because you in an airport. They know better than this. You see what I'm saying?
That's fine. I'm not making excuses for her. I'm not making excuses for her. I'm just observing.
But I missed Khalid. But I missed all the Donahue clips, so I ain't all fired up like you right now. I'm just thinking like in modern times. I ain't thinking in radical times.
Oh, but I know you've seen it before, and you know how Khalid will turn you up. He'll have you like
right. He had you ready to you know what I'm saying, snatch a baby out somebody's stomach. But that ain't what we doing.
That's facts.
That ain't what we doing over here.
He got you on your Christopher Columbus energy. You be like, yo, we got to do it, dog. That's what they did to us.
Right. He on a whole nother level.
Yo, let's see how they take her into custody. At least she didn't fight the officers. At least it seems like she did a passive protest to her arrest. A passive.
Yeah, that's how you do. Just play possum. She played possum. she just
went limp. Can they give? If you go limp, can they give you a resisting? Do they give you a resist? So resisting means you're not.
No, they call the paramedics. You're gonna get some medical treatment. That's a stalling tactic. They gotta act like you fainted, but she not big enough to pull it off. She a little broad, so they still gonna snatch it and chunk her around like it ain't nothing. She even when she limp and dead weight, she's still 100 pounds soaking wet. So that's not a good tactic for her. That's for fat girls.
Yo, let's see it. They about to get our sister down. Our sister with the natural hair. They about to get our sister. Come on, dog. Let's go.
Stand up, please. Ma'am, stand up, put your hands behind your back.
Look at this black guy back here. He's like, oh my God, police, what is happening?
He thought they was talking to him. He's like, what I do?
He was about to stand up till he noticed they weren't looking at him.
Right. He's going to lay out in a 5-star position.
Yo, here's the difference. Look where we're stopped right now. This nigga, they're not even talking to him. He's mad uncomfortable. That's what it's like to be black. He's mad uncomfortable. Look at the white man right here. Like, oh, what's going on over there? He got his legs crossed, nice socks. I like white man style, dog. This nigga got on khakis, socks, because white men know their pants gonna come up a little bit when they chilling. So you gotta have fly socks on.
You brought up a good point. Let me ask you this. This is something I ain't never asked nobody, but I always want to ask. You see how he got his legs like that?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. He got his like knee crossed, right?
Yeah.
Like, dog, I be trying to be suave and like interviews and shit, like when I'm suited up, I try to do that shit and I crunch my nut. How the fuck do you sit like that without crunching your balls, man?
It don't work right. We built different, dog. It don't work right. You know?
How is your junk comfortable like that?
He's like, no, my junk is just what it is. It's there. You know, he's like,
Dog, I'm dead ass serious, man. I got questions because I be wanting to look smooth and suave, but I can't pull off that look because it's painful.
nah, you know, you
Is it my posture?
You gotta prepare. You gotta position. You gotta do all types of things if you're trying to pull off white people moves. So you can't just jump off the black people bench and jump into white people game and think, oh, everything's gonna go good. There's not gonna be any tweaks.
Well,
no
no,
pain.
that ain't just
Like,
white people. I see a lot of guys do that way bigger than me. Like it's a move, and I'd be like, how can you even like? I done seen retired football players sit like that. I'm like, how do you even do that?
Because them dudes participated in the rituals, dog. They kind of funny style. It is what it is. Sometimes, you know. But let's see what they do to our sister.
All right, man. I done got off track.
Stand up.
Bam.
Do not resist.
Roll over.
Resist. Okay. Don't make this any worse than you've already made it. Okay. Come here. Do not resist.
Yo, she's straight dead limp, no face, no talk. At least she's not talking crazy black girl shit. You feel me? Like at least
she knows she through booking. She through. She knows she like, man. Call my public defender. Ain't even got a lawyer.
Yeah,
but
she's not smart, dog. It took police a long time to get there. She should have did
been
something.
gone.
Bend the corner to a background, take them braids out real quick, jacket in the bag. You look like a whole different black person. You know, white people can't tell black people apart.
Right. Put the glasses in the pocket. They won't even know you. Like
Boom.
Clark Kent.
They come ask you a question. They be like, "Yo, we're looking for a black bitch." I was like, yelling at everybody. She's like, "Sir, are you trying to? Why are you asking me? Because I'm black." Boom. They would have left her alone.
She's an adult though, right? She's not a minor, right?
Yeah, she got. Yeah, because I don't think minors can even like be in the terminal dolo anymore like that.
Okay.
Are they gonna make their ass sit down or something?
No, I was just asking because she got a nice body on her. I saw that little booty when she rolled over, man. She is going to waste on stupid shit.
Do not resist.
Roll over.
Resist. Okay. Don't make this any worse than you've already made it. Okay. Come here.
Look, son.
But it's almost like looking at a dead body's booty, dog. Like it's kind of.
Oh, she ain't dead, man. Come on, dog.
It's almost like looking at her dead. That is just she doing her best to be dead.
Damn, man said she might be on the spectrum or something. She off her meds.
That's what I think too, man. Mental illness is real, dog. You feel me? People be trying to play. Everybody's mentally ill. It's narcissism. Everybody's got a.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. If with the prevalence of the spectrum and mental illness, like, what is the bandwidth of fuckable spectrum?
Oh, me, I don't care. You feel me?
You don't care. Like you'll bang a fine downy if she bang it, huh?
If she's fine and we find a way to interact,
y'all click and it's all it's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, because if you're not that much on the spectrum, if we can vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a point. That's your personal spectrum, but I'm saying where they are on a absolute spectrum of the intelligence or whatever they call it, whatever that spectrum is between genius and I don't put downies on a kind of on a different tier, but I mean like a real dumbass, like a real dummy. Downies ain't dumb.
If you weren't gonna smash dumb people, you wouldn't even be fucking no women.
Right.
Like, that shit would like, come on.
But
dog.
I mean, but what's off limits in terms of like these mental deficiencies that are out here, and like what so you saying like if you know what I'm saying, if she got straight jacket potential, do you see what I'm saying, bro? or you already answered the question?
I think I did. Like I'm kind of I understand what you're saying.
Well,
But
I
I'm
guess
like put
I
it this
think
way. Like I said, if you are out the if you can't even speak to me, then I guess we can't even get to the point where I can find out if you're you know what I'm saying. So if you can't speak and we can even hold a conversation. You feel me? And if you're not like of mental
right,
capacity enough to like even understand sexuality or anything like that, then of course, then
right.
you're out of here. You feel me? Then I gotta like I'm
But
teaching you or
what if
making
they
you do
just?
something
What if
that's
they
creepy.
just? What about just slow and crazy? Like it got to be like a limit to where you like. That's not. That should not be legally fuckable. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody should be able to even go near that. That's
No,
what I think.
all bitches are slow and crazy. So then you start like then you want to start putting a gradient on it and shit just gets confusing. You know what I'm saying? Like
No, man. 'Cause, like when you start talking about people being on the spectrum, like that, it's some people that's really messed up out here, and I don't.
I'm
I think
saying I'm
they
saying
should neuter them.
there's no point in me considering it because I can't quantify that. You know what I'm saying? I can't quantify it, so I can't.
Well, I
You,
don't
you
mean
know
for you. I
you,
don't mean.
you
Oh,
just know
okay. I'm
you
not
know when you
saying.
see it like you know
Okay,
when
I
you see
guess
it. That's it.
ultimately my question is, what do you think should be like legally permissible, not necessarily personal, but legally permissible across the board for everybody? Like what's off limits?
But how do you quantify that? Like the person has to take like an IQ test or like a pattern
No,
recognition
I'm
test or
saying
something like that. Like what?
like let's say a person has like a genetic um disorder that makes them a certain way, and
Motherfuckers with
they're
Down syndrome out here fucking having kids and shit like that, dog.
damn. Yeah, I
Well,
guess.
that's crazy to me. Let's talk about the legal implications of that. Like, should you legally be able to just pass on just shit genetics and shit like that?
But their kids aren't coming out uh, with a chromosome issue, are they? I
Is
mean, what?
I assume so. It's a genetic issue, isn't it? If you're
Well,
not if you're not getting
all
it
right,
right away,
like. All right,
it's in
here's
the
a case. I got a
the
case for you right here that's going on right now. This chick, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she was her and her mother. She ended up getting somebody to delete her mother for her, and she went to jail and got a plea deal and came out in 8 years, and the guy that did it is doing life. And now she's got a reality show. She's on TikTok. She's on YouTube trying to be an influencer. And she's saying she's not profiting off the crime. She's just living her life and making millions of dollars just being herself. But she was saying she did that to her mother because her mother was using her for medical scams and getting her unnecessary operations and all this stuff. But it turns out she had a genetic disorder and she needed all that stuff. And whatever she did just out of her mind, not because nobody was doing nothing to her. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a you know what I'm saying? Like what the hell?
I don't know. That's
But
like a that's fucked up.
but
That's like
she
that's an
but she
anomaly.
does have a genetic disorder, and she got out, married a guy, dumped him, and got with another guy and got pregnant allegedly. And she has a 50% chance of passing on her genetic issue to her child, which she
Yeah,
didn't know before she allegedly got pregnant.
that just sound like an evil bitch. So this bitch all running around the country, going to clubs, fucking niggas, killing her parents, all types of shit. This bitch is a piece of shit. I don't care if she got Down syndrome. Piece of shit,
She
Down
got
syndrome
no,
bitch.
they call it micro deletion. She looked like a possum in the face, like her eyes are crossed and real close together, and she got all type of issues. Like she funny looking.
Oh, I'm reading right now.
And
It says people with Down syndrome rarely reproduce. 15 to
right,
30% of women with trisomy 21 are fertile. They have about a 50% risk of having a Down syndrome child. So yeah, that's like 50%
Nate,
is bad odds for Down syndrome, good odds for the casino. You feel me? This is not like
right.
this,
It's nature take care of itself.
yeah, we got Magical Family. He says people with Down syndrome ordering shots of Don Julio and running for Congress. That's facts. That's facts. And he's not even playing. I'd like to look up somebody in Congress right now with Down syndrome. This is all a show. But we'll
Oh
see what we'll
man.
see what happens with this young
All
lady.
right, I
Put
think
your
I'm
hands
sorry.
behind your back. Do it now. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. Hands behind your back.
Now.
Do it
Give
now.
me your hands.
Officer Lincoln, was it the store at
Put
the
your hands behind your back. Do not resist.
or was it one
Do
down
not
here?
resist. Okay? Do not resist. Okay? Thank you. Very good. Stop.
Stop
Do not
resisting.
resist. Okay?
You're making.
I don't know. Looking at her face, I don't know if she looked like she might be one of them people, dog.
Well, a clone.
No, like there might be something wrong with her, or maybe you're just a bitch. I don't know.
No, she faking. She faking because she, or she might be on a bad trip or something, and she,
Because
you know.
I don't know. Even if niggas do something irrational, they will, if they're dumb enough to do something really irrational, they will try to explain their irrationality. You understand what I'm saying?
Try to justify it.
Yeah. So she just out of it. She blinking and looking around weird. Like her mannerism isn't changing at all. Like none of the expression in the face, the eye. You know, like some people they'll try to keep their face plain, but they can't hide the distress in their eyes or this and
Yeah,
that.
the
Nah,
fear.
she just like kind of rolling around on the ground like she's like, no, I'm not gonna give you my hands. Like, nah.
I don't know. She a professional, man. She done did this before.
Well, she is traveling. She got money, so let's go.
Making this more difficult on yourself. Roll over onto your stomach.
Do it now. Put your hand behind your back. Do it now. Okay? Do not resist. Do not resist.
Dude,
Being placed
still
under
chilling
arrest
over
by
there.
this
White
officer
man
for
chilling,
disorderly
dog.
conduct. Do you understand?
None plus.
Stand up.
White man over there, like he texting his wife. He's like, "Yo, honey, I saw the darndest thing today. I saw a Negro woman at the airport. She got tossed on the ground. Later, I walked up to the officer, asked him, 'What's going on, man? I saw you take that Negro.'"
But but look at it from his perspective. He was just sitting there. She's probably just sitting there staring into space. They walked up on her. She ain't say nothing, and then just fell on the floor. And everybody, this is like a low speed crash in a parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you gotta look at it. And
it's
me, if I'm
intense.
there,
It's
I'd be like,
intense. It's intense, but it's low impact as a motherfucker. She just fell out.
I
Ain't
don't care if
nobody
it.
resist.
Yeah, it's low impact. It's not too much, but just like like you said, I did watch the college already. So if I was there, just like you just see these fucking big Gestapo white people grab it up. I'm just like, yo, I don't even care. Like, that's when you get. That's
I'm like,
and
man, am I tripping? Am I
and here,
tripping?
and here's the point I was
Like,
making earlier. But let me, because you were. I don't think you were here when I was making this point earlier. Cause when I started off the Khalid thing, because people try to say that you let Khalid play, a regular corny motherfucker would be like, oh, he didn't have to say this is extreme nigga. No, I stand by Khalid. You know why? Because I grew up in Miami around a whole bunch of the Osralis, the small hats. And
yeah.
one thing I learned, because niggas would say all the time all this economic shit, we need to be like the small hat. How come we can't do this? Niggas can't get it together because we can't
we
do
don't
this.
need to be like nobody.
No, niggas can't get the first step together. Just like if you have a group that you're trying to work within, no matter what the group does, you don't talk bad about the group, and you handle all things internally. I've never met a small hat that talked bad about another small hat ever. And this is me going from school with them, from young, and all that shit. Maybe them picking on each other is the closest thing. With some actual like real negative shit, nah.
But
And they're gonna say,
that's just group. Most that's
most except
our,
niggas. Most except niggas.
Well,
Niggas come online and say,
right. That's our Achilles heel is group solidarity. That's our Achilles heel. We lack group solidarity, like on site. Like it gotta take a moment. Everybody else on site, they rally up. We on site, we question and compete. We got that crab in the barrel mentality on site. Everybody else rally up, and that's why we in the situation we in.
Yeah, and like I really don't have a huge opinion on that. I just recognize patterns. So when people, especially niggas, let's talk about niggas. When niggas are online crying about this and that, I'm just like, you can't even get the first step together. Don't talk bad about each other in public. You can't even get that first step together. You feel me? So you're talking about economics and
Well,
all that shit, nigga.
the whole issue that the word nigga is still valid in 2024 speaks volumes.
Yeah, but I was thinking this earlier when I heard somebody saying it, and I don't know what was it. Who was saying niggas? Who was saying niggas that made me feel weird about it? Damn, this was just a little bit earlier today. Who was saying that niggas that made me feel weird about it? Oh, it was Cardi B. Cardi B, and I was like, yo, and I thought about other people, and I was like, man, so-called niggas, black people, like we don't, the black American, we don't own nigga anymore. And here's the thing, we never owned it. We kind of took it. But not really. We never owned it. You feel me? So I think it's out of our hands. And here's the thing. Something's out of our hands, just like wait, a plane dropped off? I don't know, plane's cooked. But something's out of our hands, just like yeah, plane was out of here. But something's out of our hands, just like many things out of our hands that we are placed in ownership of through propaganda in this system. And I feel like niggas, real niggas, just need to start rejecting that shit. Like, no, you're not gonna blame me for all this shit. If you tell me it's bad math, you can't tell me I'm this percent of the population and then tell me I'm doing all this and that. You feel me? Playing keeps and you can say there's disproportionate and all this shit. That's fine, but we still gotta look at it on a macro, Niggas aren't your problem in the country. We're not your problem. You feel me? All types of shit going on. Trillions disappearing. Donald Rumsfeld type shit and all that. You're mad at a nigga like stealing an Amazon box. You feel me? And I'm glad more people got them Ring cameras so that you can see that everybody steals. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice that everybody got Ring cameras now? And everybody posting up their videos so you can see, because the propaganda, the news will tell you, oh, just niggas steal. Nope. Now everybody got Ring cameras. You can see white person stealing, old white person stealing, young white person stealing. You feel me? You can see young white person stealing, old black person stealing, young black person stealing, Mexican stealing, Chinese stealing. You feel me? You can see everybody stealing now that everybody has Ring cameras. We got playing back up here. His shit's going crazy.
Yeah, man, I had some technical difficulties, man. All I did was I was trying to charge my phone, then I turned off the car, and all hell broke loose.
Yeah, what? The young girl messed up your settings in the car?
No, I got one of these off-brand Apple chargers, so every time you
Yeah, get an official charger. I know what you're talking about. We can't be doing that.
Well,
I'm the king of the fake chargers. That shit ain't shit though.
Well, that's just for mobile purposes. I keep the real one at the house because I need something more durable. Those real ones, they just snap in the car. They can't handle all that turbulence.
Magical Family says, and FBA stats are totally skewed with African immigrant data. You feel me? I don't know if that's true. They try to separate them from us. Even when they come in the country, like, crackers be telling them, like, don't mess with the black people, the black Americans.
But also, I mean, I think it's kind of commonly documented that the U.S. Census underrepresents black people just because they lack the access to accurately get a count when they do the door-to-door type deal. Like every other community just submits their information or they're already on paper, but when they try to go in the hood and do them head counts, they don't get an accurate count.
I think it might have been like for one, I don't believe anything. I'm just saying for conversation's sake. That
and they only do the census every 10 years. So as soon as they released it, it's outdated.
Yeah, that's facts. And I think the number's been floating around the same number forever because it's like
right. Because
it's just like everything else. It's just like a ritual, like a snub to you. Just everything's propaganda. Like if people don't like the
numerology. It's just the numerology of it, man. They just want them same numbers and
yeah, they're playing with you. Like I was saying something earlier today, like they're indicting that the mayor of New York,
Oh
So,
man, yeah.
so they're indicting the black mayor in New York, and I'm not gonna go into the story like everybody else because I don't care about the surface level, but I do know this: he the day he was indicted was 1 year and 10 days from when he gave Puff Daddy the key to the city. You feel me? And he is the 110th mayor of New York City.
Oh.
Like
So that's 11.
too many coincidences together are an
So
incident, and
so
that usually means like a conspiracy of some
so
sort.
1 + 1 + 0 is 2. So he's the second black mayor of New York City, right or wrong?
Is he? What, the blind guy was black? Yeah, the
David
blind guy was
Dinkins.
black.
David Dinkins.
Is that the
Back in
blind
the
guy?
90s. I don't know. I don't know about the blind guy. I know his name was David Dinkins.
What, wasn't there a blind guy who was like mayor of New York? Hold up. Let me Google this. I'm tripping. Blind mayor NYC. David Patterson. Governor David A. Patterson. So he's a blind guy I'm talking about. Now you know what I'm talking about. Let me pull him up. You know, we doing the show. We sharing everything with everybody. Let's pull his blind ass up. See him? And I think he faking. I think he can see. You feel me?
But that's the governor, not the mayor.
You know I am tripping. You feel me? I am tripping. This is the governor. You
Yeah,
could have told me
that's,
that before I pulled the page up and embarrassed myself like this.
I was muted. But yeah, that's the state governor, not the mayor. I'm talking about the mayor of New York City, not the governor of New York State.
So let me look at this guy. You said David Dinkins?
Yeah.
David Dinkins. He was mayor of New York?
Yep.
Did he do anything?
He was the first black mayor.
So he didn't do shit like Obama. Like kind of like he just did bad things. That's what
Oh, well, no. I think he he inherited a hellhole, and Rudy Giuliani came after him as the Republican law and order candidate and cleaned up New York City. But David Dinkins was like he was like the Iron Sheik to Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying?
So Rudy Giuliani just like took credit for David Dinkins' work.
Right.
You know, I know how they do.
Right.
I know how they do.
He the Tony Dungy of New York City. You know what I'm saying?
We know how they do, and we're gonna let Khaled tell us how they do a little bit.
In the New York Times, some of the things that you said. Here's a part, this is an audio tape of part of your speech to Kane College last November that created such furor. Khalid Muhammad speaking.
The hook-nosed, bagel-eating, lox-eating, imposter perpetrating a fraud, Johnny-come-lately, just crawled out of the caves and hills of Europe, wanna be you.
Not presuming you haven't been asked this before, but may I ask you kindly to speak to the loved ones of Schwerner and Goodman, who died with one of your brothers, Cheney, buried in a shallow grave in the South in the middle of the civil rights movement because this black man was seen with two white Jews down there causing trouble, trying to promote the civil liberties of your...
Yes, you bald-headed nigga with an African blazer on. Why don't you speak on the two Jews who something happened to them because they were down there helping you shiny-headed, greasy niggas? Who cares about your 600 million and your...
What about these two unmelanated people are worth all your millions put together? And
They went down there to sacrifice for your cause.
Jesus. This your
You
Jesus.
know?
We had to help you.
Yo, and
I want to hear this. I know this rebuttal finna be some straight fire.
It's fire, and I'm thinking, and think you don't get the rebuttal, the perfect fire rebuttal right away because they keep trying to press this issue on him. I remember the video now and why I love
Yeah.
Khalid Muhammad so much because you can
He
see
knew how to
they trying
play.
to.
He knew how to play his cards. He was playing chess, not checkers.
But like,
Whether you agree with him or not, if you look at it as okay, this is the public media and all these folks bullshitting, pushing an agenda. Who is pushing their agenda most convincingly? And he was killing it.
yeah, he was killing. 'Cause you can't say like you can. I don't know. You can't say he's inaccurate. You feel me, niggas? But I guess accuracy doesn't really matter, especially now. Back in the
It's
days, a little bit.
convincing, right?
Yeah,
It ain't whether it's truthful. It's whether you get the people to believe you. Can you convince them? Can you make them believe? It don't matter if it's true.
that's facts. That's facts. That's like what Yuri Bezmenov talks about when it comes to the communist takeover of America and what they've done with
Mm-hmm.
the demoralization of the society through taking over the media and the universities. And they say the demoralization only takes 15 years because that's how long it takes to put somebody through their school system, their brain control system. So we've been in this program of demoralization through this KGB style brainwashing of the whole country. We've been in it for like 30 years now. So yeah, America is like totally
Right.
cooked. It's over.
No, not necessarily because it don't work on those who are already demoralized. Like, what can you do to them? You're already marginalized. You're already demoralized. So, you're already a degenerate in
No,
society. What they
they're
gonna
trying
introduce to me that ain't already on?
they're trying to take these demoralized people who are like clay and they're trying to radicalize them and galvanize them now into these little
Right, but
groups.
they not.
That's why they
But
want people to be.
everybody ain't buying what they selling. A lot of people just want to wallow in the filth.
I think they might have made people too lazy. You feel me? They might have made people
Right,
too
that's
dumb.
what I'm saying. They wallow
Yeah.
in the filth. Like that was step one. Then they try to get to the next step, and everybody they plan ain't. Communism only works on paper, dog. That is not a like anytime motherfucker talks of Marxism, commie shit. I'm like, dog, you might well be talking Harry Potter. That is
They're fucking idiots.
fantasy.
And it's
That's
crazy that there's
fantasy.
people who live like rich, comfortable lives who be pushing that shit. Like I smash like
Yeah, that's
paid
how you fit.
bitches
Yeah,
who right now I want to put her out there, so I'm not gonna say her public name, but she's like popping right now for being like a hot communist. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like
A hot commie and rich as hell and just recruiting slaves.
yeah, it's just like these people are retarded. But Frankie is Malakam in the chat says, "Who the hell is this bald head nigga?" See, Frankie is a Canadian nigga, so he doesn't know anything about what we did in this country. You know how we saved every nigga on the earth. You feel me? And we don't get our props. You feel me? How we saved
That's all
every
right.
nigga on the earth. We gave you all opportunity. You can come
We
over
made it safe.
here.
We made it safe for you to even use that word.
Facts. Safe for you to use that word. Safe for you to come outside. All the niggas around the world. You feel me? Like we inspired y'all to stand up, make your own movements. Not just all the niggas around the world. I don't want you to feel like we're attacking you, niggas around the world from America, us good black Israelite American black people. We're not attacking you around the world. I'm attacking everybody because our movement made everybody else have movements. Because back in the days when there was the Black Panthers, guess what? There was brown pride, and then there was yellow power and shit like that. Every nigga wanted to get like us. So guess what? That's why they really stand on the niggas' neck. Because when we
And a
stand
lot of
up,
they move and
everybody stands up.
a lot of their movement surpassed us. You're welcome.
You hear me? But Frankie knows I'm talking shit. Frankie says Canadians are irrelevant, especially if from border towns. I don't know much. Here's the crazy part. It kind of plays into what you're saying because I don't know much about Canadians.
I
All
love Canada. I love Canada. Every Canadian, I'm gonna say this from the heart. Every Canadian I've met personally has been like the salt of the earth human being, just beautiful people. I don't know if they just sent their best over here because I've never been there. So I guess you know what I'm saying. Like
I've met
they
some
might have
good
sent their
people,
best over here, but even when
and
I
I'm
watched it, even
go
the
ahead, go ahead.
trash media of Canada that I watch is highly entertaining. Like I dig Canada. I fucks with Canada. You know what I'm saying? They
Well,
a lot of slaves got freed in Canada, but here's the but. don't don't be trying to regulate blackness out of Canada. Like it don't work like that.
Yeah, but he not, Frankie not trying to do that. But we talking to all you other Canadians up there. You feel me? Don't be
Yeah.
trying to regulate or tell niggas what to do down here. We gave you light, nigga. You feel me? Let's get into that. And here's the thing. Frankie can't say nothing to me about Canada either. You know why? Because I love the Trailer Park Boys. Back when I used to watch TV. Back when I used to watch TV, Trailer Park Boys was fire. And guess what? I might be more Canadian than Frankie. I seen Trailer Park Boys live. Huh?
Oh man, I'm jealous. That's my favorite show of all time. Fucking Bubbles.
And that shit was
Ricky
highly
and Judy.
entertaining.
That's the best. They are the best, and they stayed in character the whole time.
Yo, even when I walked upon them outside the joint, they were selling character. Like everything was.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, those guys are hilarious.
And it's crazy how they did this whole show and put it together like a real stage show that kept you like. It was just it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have it somewhere online where you can watch it.
I've seen that. I've watched a lot of them. At one point, I was like on Trailer Park Boys. I watched all their shows, and then I watched all their live shows that they put out. Like I was digging them, man. That shit had me tripping.
So maybe they did put it out on like video, and I just never saw it. But like the stage
they
play
had a tour.
They were like them
tour.
going to space or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like
they were on tour. They toured the world, and they had a bunch of live shows. So I'm pretty sure they pretty much, you know what I'm saying, had it in the can.
Let me get the chat to participate. We got Frankie. He says, "Fam, we're the niggas at the North Star in the slavery fairy tales. These days we're all Midwest niggas who drove. Those days. Let me just read it how he wrote it. These days
I think what he's saying is this is a new migration of instead of it being free slaves, it's freed gangbangers from the Midwest.
But I know what he's saying too, because I know like light skinned niggas from like the Midwest and from Cali and shit, and they'll be having mad family like big Canadian shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so but I'm not worried about what Canadians are doing. You feel me? I'm just gonna be real.
Like Kamala, was she one of them light skins that went to Canada, came back?
That bitch is from India, dog, or wherever. She was young fucking niggas, maybe. Maybe she has to, you know how it is. Bitch has sex with some niggas, now she thinks she can say nigga and be president. Frankie says, bro, Trailer Park Boys was a documentary.
I thought, the first episode I saw, I swore I thought it was real. I'm like, what the hell is this?
They showed the world what life in Canada was like for real. I rocked with it heavy, dog.
I believe it. I believe it.
Back then, I was in the street and shit. You feel me? So I was like, yo, these niggas are just hustling out the trailer. They always had an idea. Even if they were stupid, I just like the fact that they were always like trying to get some money. I just like, even if it
Freedom
work,
40. What was it? Freedom 42, some shit like that. They got a code name for their plan, and it crash and burn every time. Did you ever see the movies?
Yeah, I did definitely. I don't know if I've seen all of them because at some point when I stopped watching TV and shit, I know they were still going. But
right. Oh man, like that was I didn't watch TV either. That's all
I've seen all the original old school class, but then they came back for like when they tried to bring the show back. I saw a little bit of that, and I like fell back. I like all the old original.
Right.
You feel me? When they had like the wrestling episodes and all that, that shit was crazy, dog.
When they the Green Bastard.
Yes, dog.
Green Bastard and Snoop Dogg showed up for a while. Snoop Dogg was on there for like a whole season.
I tell you, I haven't watched TV in so long. I totally forgot about these shows like halfway. Trailer Park Boys plus Swisher House Video equal Canadian life outside of Toronto. So Trailer Park Boys plus a Swisher House Video.
Swisher House.
that sounds fucking dangerous, dog. Like,
that's 8-Ball and MJG back in the day.
That's 8-Ball and MJG, but he said Trailer Park Boys too, so everybody got guns.
He's saying mix them together, and that's Canada.
Damn, I know it's college. Did we go too far off? Is college too serious? Hold on, let me do this.
Let me hear his rebuttal at least.
Yeah,
Donahue pressing.
Yeah, he trying.
People. 2 Jews found in a shallow grave. I happen to have met the mother of one of these very brave people. And when she sees this, we can only speculate what must go on in her heart. You would want to say what to her?
I don't have anything to say to
You
her.
just condemned all Jews with that observation, with this
No.
alliterative kind of Jew bashing that so excites your largely male.
Before I let him respond, so you see how he's trying to raise it up more before he responds, trying to
Look
get
how
him
he
to.
got it. Look how he got his chest poked out. He feeling himself. He really think he backing him down in the corner for his sponsors.
And this is a lesson for myself. I'm saying this out loud, especially for a lesson for myself. But everybody should observe this. Like just the feng shui of the conversation. The hotter that this guy's getting, the cooler he's getting. He's like if you see the little responses, they're very soft, very reserved, and it's just like it's not even like it's just beautiful to watch the energy, the momentum shift, and all this shit. But let's let it go.
Male audiences.
Well, I wonder why. It means that I speak the truth. I speak to the pain and hurt of the masses of black people. I speak that which many of them wish they could say. That's why they cheer and applaud.
Speak to Mrs. Goodman,
and I speak that also,
Speak to
which
Mrs.
many
Goodman.
of them only whisper behind closed doors. I think it is very arrogant to put this on the screen, and for you and for others to attempt to tell me, one of the Holocaust victims of the African Holocaust, displaced in the death and decadence of the diaspora of the Western world after having been robbed.
My bad, yo. I gotta pull that back. I love onomatopoeia. Yo. Yo.
Well, I missed it. What do you mean? What's the onomatopoeia?
He about to say it right. Let me take about one more second. He about to say it right now.
Of the African Holocaust, displaced in the death and decadence of the diaspora of the Western world after having been robbed.
Displaced in the death and decadence of diaspora of the yo.
That's alliteration. That's
alliteration. Yo, nigga, I went to school too. Let me see.
Onomatopoeia is like a word that sounds like you spell it, like boom.
Wait. Alliteration, the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjunct or closely connected words. You're correct. Thank you, sir. See, I got smart people up here, man.
Hey man, we here to build each other up, man.
I don't want to look this up, so I'm not fucking up saying the wrong thing. Okay, onomatopoeia is the formation of a word from a sound associated with what is named.
Yeah, boom.
The use of onomatopoeia for literary effect.
Is onomatopoeia.
The language in her picture books is notable for its playfulness and onomatopoeia. We can't define it with a fucking word. Wait,
it's a word for everything. It's a word for everything. That's the beauty of the English language.
Wait, onomatopoeia is a type of word or the process of creating a word that phonetically imitates, resembles, or suggests the sound that it describes. Okay.
Boom. Boom.
Okay.
Boom is onomatopoeia. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that type shit.
Let me put that alliteration in my pocket, dog, so I can remember what's going on. You feel me?
Alliteration, there's another form of word that's kind of opposite alliteration. I can't remember it, though. You get me deep off in 9th grade honors English 30 years ago.
We got Frankie says.
What is this? What is this? This man is going in.
We don't see what he's talking about. We the 53rd state, bro. We listen to Midwest, Southern, and West Coast shit. I ain't know shit about Canadian artists till I came to Toronto. As for the slavery narrative, the elders actually came up in the 1800s to link with the relatives up here already. I kind of believe that narrative. I believe some people did that, but I believe that I'm indigenous to this land. You feel me? I don't know shit about slavery. But after killing Whitey,
I'm an expert
on slavery.
Yeah.
So you know 100% in what you mean, the expert of your family line. You know where they were at and all that shit.
No, I'm saying on I'm a slaveryologist. You know what I'm saying? I've studied
Okay,
more than most.
but you're older than me and you're American, so you should. Okay, let me ask you
That
this question. You
that
remember
that
your
has
grand?
no that has no that
Let
that
me ask you
just
this
put me
question.
in a
You were
situation to have
do,
access to it, but
do
that don't.
you did you know your great grandmother?
Yeah,
Did
I've
okay?
actually. Yeah, my great
Okay?
grandmother passed away
That
when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So I have memories of spending time with
okay? So
my
that's
grandmother's
not
mother.
okay. That's not early enough to ask her question. But put it this way: your grandmother remembers her great grandmother, so she should know some idea of where they came from. And isn't it weird that most people, black people around the age in this country, you ask them, okay, oh, like, you know, hey, grandma, you know how I know you? So they'll be like, yeah, you know how you, so
No,
you know
well,
your grandma,
no,
right?
I think
No,
that's a
it's like, no,
misconception.
no, that's not a
We
misconception. This is
no,
regular math. We can, no,
I'm saying
no,
black.
don't overtalk this because we can't get past it. I want the audience, whoever listens to this, know that slavery, if you want to look at it, it's like less than 200 years ago. That's three grandparents or some
Right,
shit like that. That's not some shit you just forget. That's not some shit
right.
you just forget on a mass. Only very few people I ever heard of, and that's usually some propaganda shit. I only met one person in real life who told me they like did some slavery lineage type shit and found out where they were from and all that shit. Only one person ever. You feel me? So I'm just saying it's bullshit.
Well, as far what's the bullshit?
The amount of people who they say were slaves from Africa on plantations. And there might have been a lot of people on
Uh
plantations, but they
so
had to
you're
distort the
saying a lot.
information.
So
Yeah.
ultimately, you're saying a lot more black people in America have freeman lineage than we think of. Everybody ain't got slavery lineage.
Yeah, because shit was different back in the day. So there was a lot of niggas who were slave owners and shit, but that changed. You feel me? It probably was more balanced
And
early on. You feel me? But
well,
like when they started going off the not color, when they started going off not going off of, but removing themselves from color of law and using color of your skin to distinguish people. Because back in the days, white people were slaves too, but they couldn't
right,
tell who was and wasn't a slave when people were running away. So they just made niggas slaves. You feel me?
right,
Like back in
right.
the days, the Irish were on the same level as niggas, and we were chilling with each other, and working together. And how did they stop that? Niggas and Irish weren't allowed to be cops. How do you stop them from working with each other? You allow the Irish to be cops.
Right.
But let me get Frankie. Let me get Frankie. Khaled and them dudes talk about the African slave Holocaust, but it wasn't even that many. For 90% of niggas from Alaska to Argentina have been here for thousands of years. That's facts, but a lot of them have been wiped out. There's a lot of war. The thing
Right.
is, I don't doubt that a lot of people have been wiped out. There's a lot of war, but what I don't like that's not put out there is that like we just got our ass whooped. Nah, it was war. You feel me? It was war down to the last minute. It was war in the slavery in America where they make it think where they make it look like, oh, we just couldn't talk and then we'd run away and dogs would bite us and we'd be butt naked running through the
Right.
woods. You think that's how people? You think that's how you do a revolt? You think that's how you dip? You think you just running through the woods like a dumbass like they put in movies? No, you have the upper hand. You go in there, and I
You
don't
got
want
the
to even talk.
numbers. You got the
Exactly.
numbers on your side.
I don't even want to talk about how savage you get once you decide to flip the switch and you ride out very nice and people's nice clothes or nice shoes. You get the nice bends in the front. Back in the days, the AMG in the front was a nice horse and buggy. You feel me? So you jump in a nice horse and buggy and you ride that shit nice and smooth to the north on a nice smooth run. And if anybody runs up on you, this ain't modern day with helicopters and shit. If somebody runs down on you, guess what you do? You knock them the fuck down and you keep it moving.
Right.
This wasn't any
Right.
soft shit like, oh my god, dear lordy,
Well,
I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
I think Napoleon is credited with saying that history is decided by the victors.
That's
So
facts. That's facts.
the history that we get taught today is a story told by those that came out to tell it, not necessarily the truth.
Wait. Frankie, that's facts. So Frankie got mad. Let me get this.
Well, Frankie,
Fun fact: Ontario has old abandoned railroads that led to Ohio and
yeah,
St. Louis and Virginia. But what
yeah.
was that used for then?
Canada was the ultimate destination for the Underground Railroad. That's where everybody was going, to Canada.
Yeah, that's what Frankie said earlier. That was the original, the North Star, the land of the North Star, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me. Ain't no way Whitey could pull
They
off
was
trans.
braiding their hairs in patterns to make a map. That's where braids come from. Those were maps.
Is that true? That sounds like some black girl magic shit. Something like that.
Sound good to me.
I'm rolling with it. You feel me? So it was the Dark Ages Europe, fam. They had nothing. Yo, we don't got to go into. I don't believe that they transatlantic slave trade. It's bullshit. You could find a Roman ship for me, but you can't find me all these hundreds and slave ships and all this shit. Yeah, sure. But you know what? We never seen a slave ship. You know what we have seen when we came up in school? I know everybody's seen it because they always show you this picture of niggas lined up in a boat like goddamn sardines. They love to show you that to demoralize you and make you feel fucking shitty and give you this image in school.
In my generation growing up, all that did was make us mad. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't demoralize us. It antagonized us and made us do shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like it like that angry black man phenotype came from Roots being on every year. You know what I'm saying? Like we was sick of that shit. Don't be cramming this torture porn down our throat. That's not what I'm here for.
And here's the thing. I don't want to see that either. But if you're gonna tell me about your atrocities, I want to know the darkest ones so people can really get turned up and want to do something about it. You know? They try to make it look like we're used to this image. You don't understand. They don't tell you about the plantation that were just full of young boys and they were making dress like women and do all types of weird shit. You feel me? They don't tell you about those. Very few people know about gator bait, using babies as gator bait and shit like that. Very few people know about that. You feel me? So if you're gonna tell it. Because to me, I don't need the fake stories to know. Because unless people when they say they're fake, and this is like before AI was real and not white people, they just been faking shit to make us mad. But all I got to look at is those pictures where to hang one black man, they'll bring out 10,000 white people. They'll put their breasts on, their clothes on. They'll bring their daughters, their kids, everybody dressed nice to come see a nigga get shot 100 times, burnt and chopped up. And then they're gonna fight over who gets to take the fingers, the dick, and all this shit back home and shit like that. So that's all I gotta see, because no other people will do that. Like everybody can get savage and emotional on an individual level, but and let me not speak for the African, but the American nigga, we don't have put it this way, the KKK has a history of burning down churches and blowing up shit with kids in it. Where's the since they say that niggas are so bad, where's the record of us retaliating and going and attacking their children?
Well, here's what I see on that. Like, to me, when you look at the globe and the story and the narrative they try to pass between the old world, the new world, and the third world, right? You know about that Trinity.
Just tell me, because I don't know about this.
You got the old world, which is Europe, Asia, Europe and Asia. That's the old world. That's where all the slave traders came from, the conquerors of what we know as modern times. The people that established modern times came from Europe and Asia, right?
Supposedly.
I'm just saying.
Modern conditions.
I'm just saying. This
yes.
is
modern conditions. Yes.
This is the modern
Roman conditions. Yeah.
We're talking modernity, modern history. So then you had the New World, which is North America, Canada, Mexico, and United States. That's the New World, where they colonized and they discovered more shit than they could even imagine. Like, it blew their minds and they couldn't handle it. You know what I'm saying? They had to rely on the natives to survive, and then they turned on them.
Yeah,
then you have the third world. Then you have the third world, which is like Australia, Antarctica, South America, Central America, Africa. Those are the nations that they pillaged to fund their effort to settle the New World. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you still have that dynamic in terms of world politics, how they relate to one another. Like, why is anybody listening to the UK? They don't have shit over there. Why do they even have a voice? because of shit that happened hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, but it's not about over there. It's about global dynasty. You know what I'm saying? It's just something.
Right, but I'm saying, why do they even have a voice in anything? All their allegiances were built hundreds of years ago, and they don't.
Yeah, but
They never
that
they didn't have anything, but the old world was lacking in natural resources, and their natural resources was the ability to conquer others. Warfare. That was their resource to the world. That's what they've brought to the world. Africa was tripping over diamonds and gold, everything you need, all type of minerals and richness. They took it for granted. Same thing in North America.
You know, like you ever heard like white people try to say like that's they try to say so-called that's why white people have higher IQs because they had to grow up, they had to come up in a harsher environment, and they had to think more. And they said white people were just chilling like in like tropical environments, eating fruit, hanging out.
If any, right, like that doesn't mean you got a higher IQ. That means you just are more vicious.
Exactly. You live in more scarcity in your mind no matter how much you have.
Yeah, you're always in a survival mode, so you're less human. You're more reptilian than mammalian.
Talk to me, brother.
You relying on the revolutions of the earth around the sun and the axis to get your nutrients. You know what I'm saying? Like you at the mercy of the elements and shit. We can't relate to that, and that ain't better or worse. It's just different.
Let me let Khaled finish his response right here because I think it goes well with what we're talking about, and then I'm gonna get these comments.
Of the African Holocaust, displaced in the death and decadence of the diaspora of the Western world after having been robbed and raped and murdered, to tell me how to hurt. These are strong words that you put on the screen, but you cannot tell the aggrieved and the victim. As I was talking to Brother Malik Zulu Shabazz, the young student warrior from Howard University, and we were going over this, and we said, how do they expect to tell we who have suffered so much how we should speak? When you're hurt, you'll say faggot, you'll say cracker, but you don't want to give me time to say where these terms came from and how they apply to your people here in America.
If it is true that I don't want to give you time to explain the etymology of these words, it is also true that you apparently don't want to respond to my question regarding the loved ones of two Jews who lost their lives to stop the diaspora of the black people.
I don't know.
Do you have any?
I don't know why they were there, and you don't know why they were there. But really? I must say this.
So you're wondering whether they were there for your people?
I'm not wondering at all about them. I'm concerned with the suffering and the pain of the masses of black people. No one wants to pay reparations. The Jews received over $100 billion in reparations and gets $4 billion annually. A Holocaust museum was set up for them on this soil for over $200 million, and they get $21 million annually just for operating expenses. But the Catholic Church, the Pope, the Jews, the Arabs, white people in general, no one wants to pay reparations to these, the sons and daughters of Africa. So I speak to them. I don't speak. I speak to them. I don't speak to the family of those two Jews. There are too many of us for me to speak to them.
That's what I said. He's trying to compare two people to generations of millions of people with his chest poked out. Come on, Donahue. Do better.
Yeah, let me get these comments. Frankie says, the slave breeding farms in Gator Bay Central wasn't a big thing. It was a select thing. The ones lynched were landowners with money, but they weren't just ransacking and running niggas over. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because there's too much documentation.
Frankie must be a time traveler.
Steiner Rebellion isn't talked about KKK lynching. Stono Rebellion, KKK lynchings are Stono Rebellion. Stono Rebellion.
Oh man, this man here fresh out. What he majored in African American studies, didn't it?
Stono Rebellion. The Stono Rebellion was a slave revolt that began on 9 September 1739 in the colony of South Carolina. It was the largest slave rebellion in the Southern colonial era, with 25 colonialists and 35 to 50 African slaves killed. I very highly doubt that was the biggest. I very highly doubt it, but that's the information they're giving. But Old World equal America, Machu Picchu. Yeah, I agree with that. But it's interesting how like they classified the Old World now as the third world, and the New World is the first world. You know. What else we got? They found 1,500-year-old skulls in Peru with dreads in his hair, still long and intact, and emeralds in his teeth. Yeah, that's easy. I think I've heard that, and that's easy to believe because the original depiction of a Seminole Indian in Florida was a tall nigga with dreadlocks and gold teeth that you didn't want to run into. That was the original depiction from the people who were warring with them. But somehow you have these Seminoles down here. They look like some fucking some Asians or some Mongolians or some shit like that. You know. They found ancient tombs in South America with mans with giant gold medallions and bangles and armbands. Gold. Yeah, we like to get fly, dog, forever. And there's spiritual implications with that. You know, the conductivity of copper and gold. You know, that's why I think if you're gonna wear jewelry and you understand the implication of that. Yeah, combine the copper and the gold, and you can skip the diamonds.
Gaudiness of it. It ain't just about the gaudiness of it. There's more to it. It's about the conductivity.
Facts. No whitey wins with documents, not weapons. Even today, the top soldiers are black American men, not white boys. That doesn't really matter at all because they're winning. It's not documentation; it's force. But they seem to put it this way: if you work outside of the public capacity, you move into the private. You can use documentation, but if you're operating in the public capacity, that shit don't mean nothing. You're operating as a civilian, citizen, slave, and you're subject to the policies and the police and the policy enforcers of this system. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're gonna do all that work, which I haven't say I'm done it. I'm just aware of this and I'm looking into it. But yeah, there's a difference. There's definitely a difference right there. But they're definitely moving with force. You feel me? Because it hasn't always been documents. That we had huge economic centers and markets and shit like that and whole towns, and those shits didn't go down because niggas are dumb. They went down through force because you need because no matter how hard you work and you want to, well, we're just gonna work hard and get our bootstraps and all that shit. When a cracker with a penny don't like that you got a nickel, and he got the weaponry and the numbers, it goes a different way. It ain't no fucking documentation. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta think, why the fuck would white people fund the network? But let this black guy sit there and talk about supposed facts that help niggas. This isn't supposed facts to help niggas. For one, it's the era. You got to realize what's going on. This is Khalid Muhammad.
Yeah, this is a 30-year-old. This clip is like over 30 years old.
Over 30 years old.
Like 35, like 30, 35 years old. The media, the agenda was totally different. Totally different. This like Clinton era. You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't know
late
this guy,
Reagan
like
era media.
This is like isn't this the only person who's been condemned by the U.S. Senate for speech or some shit like that? This is the only person ever. And this is somebody who, I'll say that Farrakhan's a psyop because Farrakhan distances himself from this guy for actually standing on what the fuck he taught him. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, that he put him outside the door. So he was outside and this guy got poisoned and killed by his own fucking bitch, dog. Who you think got to the bitch to poison him? You feel me? This is a real nigga, dog. Don't say nothing about Khaled, dog. You feel me? Don't put him in the side.
Calm down. Take a breath, man. Take a breath, man. Take a breath. I feel you, brother. I feel
Reparations
you, man.
to descendants of wealthy niggas from who? Wait. Reparations to descendants of wealthy niggas from who? Descendants of broke niggas, English and Irish motherfuckers. I don't even understand what the fuck that means. I don't even understand what the fuck that means, dog.
No, he's saying. No. This is what he's saying. Let me translate. He trying to say, why give reparations to these bastardized descendants of the people that actually suffered? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Lineage isn't difficult to figure out. They try to make it difficult to figure out, but if you really get on your work, you can figure out lineage.
Right. Right. It ain't that hard because I can go back multiple generations of Americans within my bloodline. I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 generations American. You know, so I could put them in. I could put about 4 generations in a house of Americans. So can't nobody tell me about my country. They can do all this pedantic academic talk all day, but it ain't in your blood. This ain't like I don't even understand why people outside of our country are so obsessed with our politics and inner workings and infrastructure, and they try to get all in depth with it and influence us. The only reason I think they get involved in it is to try to pull us down. It's just pure jingoism at its finest. And I fight fire. I fight fire with fire. I meet you where we at. You come at me with that jingoistic backdoor, you know what I'm saying, trying to reverse psychology me on shit I already know. You can, man, come on, dog.
Like the white boy ain't get his muscle up until the mid 1900s after all the ancestors who knew what happened already died off. I know who Khaled is, but he's still paid to. But he's still paid to push him. Paid by who? But he's still paid to push a narrative. Not saying he knew, just saying he was used, fam. So it doesn't seem like he was used very well. Maybe he was on the verge of being used because they could see the light in him and see like the potential for leadership in him. But when he got in the thing, it wasn't just with the passive Farrakhan program, like, oh yeah, nigga, I know I talked all that shit, but this is how it goes now that you're at the higher level. Nah, he stayed with the real shit. That's why he ended up where he ended up at. It is what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
When they were like, okay, we're gonna turn the corner and we're gonna do it like this, he was like, nah.
It is. Like, okay, well, you're out the club. That's what I mean. This was, to me, Khalid Muhammad was the same thing happened to him and the same thing happened to Malcolm X. It was like a repeat. 30 years, 20, 30 years later, it was the same exact game plan, man.
Like I don't know what year. This is 1994, so I don't know what year. Some of the other lectures I saw of Khaled, and not these mainstream things that they put onto Donahue or whatever. But he definitely spoke about all the different groups. It wasn't just an African slave path. He talks about indigenous. He was on every tip. You feel me? But no, fam, I'm saying they're gonna give reparations for slavery to the white slave descendants before we get any, because it was more them than us. We had our own shit. They had nothing. The white slave descendants. So through lineage we have to pick them out. That's an interesting thing, because I really thought of,
You're gonna be hard pressed to find a white slave descendant, because you never had white slaves. You had indentured servants.
yeah, you had indentured
Yeah,
servants.
you didn't have white slaves. You had indentured servants. So they should never equivocate the two. It's
It
not
was like
never.
the Irish like indentured for the most part. Like
Well,
I never really heard of like
they were
Dutch.
paying off. They were basically paying off their immigration fees. You know what I'm saying? They weren't prisoners of war. They weren't captured. They weren't forced over here. They chose to come over here as indentured servants, and it is not the same.
Genealogy documents will prove everything, man. Here's the thing. I have a understanding of the workings of a lot of mechanisms. That still doesn't mean that I believe shit. I don't really believe in any paperwork, all this shit. The same paperwork that did the documentation, they're the same ones that got these drunk ass Indians getting these checks and shit like that, and like no niggas can get in. I know like blonde hair, blue eyed white boys who get Indian checks and shit like that. $5 Indians. So that's documentation, isn't it? That's documentation, right? They somebody back in their days paid that $5 to get them on the Indian roll, and now they're getting that check forever. You feel me? You know what? I totally forgot about this. Let's go here. Let's go here. Boom. Forgot about our sister. Let's see what happens.
You want me to bring my car over here?
We may need that.
Yeah.
Stand up.
We're gonna set you in this chair, okay?
Come on. Okay. Well,
You can hang out there. That's fine.
she wants to do that. That's her thing, okay? It's an additional charge. Resisting an officer.
I tell you, why niggas can hit you with charges out of nowhere? You're like for nothing. You know what I mean? And you're resisting. No, I'm not just not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if you don't do what they say, but you know, shout out to white America.
Hey, you want to sit up in a chair? Let's get you sit up in a chair. Come on, stand up.
She's crazy. It's her face. She's crazy. Yep, she's crazy. She's crazy.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Let me be in the chair. Let me in the fucking chair, bitch.
Yeah,
Okay, it's coming out now. It's coming. It's coming out now.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Let me be in the chair. Let me in the fucking chair, bitch.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Okay. And you can relax.
Who's not relaxing?
Okay. There's no need for pulling away. There's no need for
Who's
language.
pulling away?
Okay.
You are.
I'm not playing games here.
I can sit the fuck up if I want to.
You can sit right here, just
Let
like
go
that.
of me.
Put your
No.
feet on the
Pedo.
ground. Okay.
Y'all want me to sit like this?
If that's what you want to do.
Calm down.
I don't think this is just a black bi, as people would say. I think she's crazy. I think there's something else going on.
I think she's a crack baby, or some type of, you know what I'm saying,
There's
drug
a lot of
addiction.
crack babies. There are crack babies in my family. You saw the crack era, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think she was just born altered state.
Oh no, yeah, Frankie, Frankie, you missed it earlier. They say she was wilding. She was wilding, you know. And the white people didn't even press charges on her, you know. Good American white people. They fucking with her, bro. He's on
Is
his
this
pro
guy
black
serious?
shit.
Is this
He's on
guy
his pro
serious,
black.
or is he being sarcastic?
I don't even know. It doesn't even matter.
What are y'all waiting for?
A vehicle, since you don't want to walk.
I can sit the fuck up.
Where's your wallet at, man?
Okay.
Where's your wallet at?
I don't have a wallet.
Okay.
Where's your ID at?
I don't have ID.
Okay. In the airport.
I magically appeared. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Magically appeared in the airport. Okay.
Let's go.
Walk into a car.
Once again, I knew it was
Stand
coming.
up and walk. Get a chair.
The white man's getting a little worried. He uncrossed his legs.
Get a chair. You don't need to do that. We're going to put you in the chair then.
Come on.
No, you don't want to walk. You ride in the chair.
No, you don't want to walk. You go in the chair.
They're gonna give her one of them fit
I want to
man.
ride.
You going to walk now?
No, I want to ride. Y'all gonna show for me.
Okay.
I want to
Well,
ride.
additional charge.
Hurry up.
Good. Last, we'll take that vehicle. Take it away.
Where are we going?
Hey, can I interject here right quick? Look, I think all this started from a impulsive moment and a lack of accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever caused her to shoot off, like, it made sense to her, but she was just clicking. And instead of her pulling it back and taking accountability, now she trying to save face out of and you know what I'm saying? She trying to save face because she's shame. And instead of just addressing the shame and taking accountability, go back to them folks and be like, damn, I'm my bad. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And trying to make it right. She thought she could just, you know what I'm saying? She didn't know what to do because she's shameless. And that's the problem out here. That's the problem out here.
I can't argue against it, but the thing is, the line between like the line between a crazy bitch and a regular bitch is just so thin that it's like negligible. There's no point in me looking at it. You feel me? But Frankie said what she do, like support. She vandalized and knocked a whole bunch of shit over in the airport, and she hit some white lady in the face, made her bleed a little bit, and some other something like that.
Yeah, but okay, all right. You want to look at it as somebody out here trying to deal with these bitches? Then I'd look at it like this: like, yeah, she'll do all that to them. She ain't doing that to me. Like she putty in my hands. Like it's a whole different vibe. When she was me, she probably mad because she ain't with me right now. That's why she clicking. She missed me. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
That's how you deal with them.
this is not no soft
I
bitch,
don't.
dog. Whatever fantasy you having about hanging out with this bitch, nigga, no.
That's all. Look, that's all that's out here, dog. You just don't see that side of them. You stay on your P's and Q's. You don't see that side of them.
Oh shit.
That's all that's out here. That's all that's out here.
I try to play
You
without
just
the
didn't catch.
sound.
You just didn't catch her that day.
I try to play without the sound, but we gotta play because she started fighting again with the legs, so we gotta see.
Okay.
Last, we'll take that vehicle. Take it away behind you.
Where are we going?
Quit.
Man.
Let me address this from Frankie I just saw. But we gotta ask what was the first domino. Why do you fucking with her on, nigga? Blah blah blah. Alright, they're in the airport. So if there was evidence of her being attacked first, that would clearly be that clearly be displayed. I don't believe in no first domino shit. Can no cracker come to me and say nigger and make me fucking spaz out and hit them? You feel me?
Right.
I love America. This is free speech.
Right.
Free
Throw
speech.
it all away.
America. If you put your hands on somebody, you should get arrested or get beat severely. You feel me? That's how I feel. This is America. Or get shot. Or get shot. This is America. You put your hands on somebody, you should get shot. You should keep that in mind. That's how we roll out here. But let's see. So yeah, it's a wheelchair arrest. Let's see what's happening.
Hanging on there right now.
Hold on. No, they're gonna take her out like Hannibal Lecter, dog. Look, he made it tight as shit. He tired of her ass.
I told you, man. They finna put the spit mask on her and everything.
Yeah, I think she's gonna spit because she was spitting earlier. Yo, look, damn. Look how strong. Yo, I almost got on my BSL shit, on my Pen Sim shit. I'm about to say, look how strong the black woman is.
Yeah. That little body. I told you, man, some power in that little booty.
Frankie's mad that I'm laughing at this shit, dog. What we gonna do, dog? We're in hell, dog. You want me not to laugh? Want me to cry all day? Fight Satan? I've been fighting Satan all day.
That's why this America and that's Canada, they up there crying. We laughing.
Yeah.
We laughed to keep from crying.
Yo, playing chopping. Canada. Yo, you saw the bitch bite the air? Hold up, you saw that? Yo, carry your ass over. Did you see that? That was crazy. Yo, look at that. Oh, yo, let me get this on the screen. That was crazy.
I'm gonna put some money on her books. I'm gonna find her.
Yo, look at this.
Ooh. That wasn't no real threat. She just acting. I told you it was an act the whole time, man. This probably a college student done lost their financial aid, man.
The police are gonna act like they gave her a charge for that too. They're gonna act like
this just a way. This probably a college kid. She done lost her financial aid. She mad, going back home to the hood. No, you know what I'm saying? And I feel for her now. I kind of feel sorry for the girl now.
See, now that you feel sorry for her, Frankie's saying that we got it now because Frankie saw her bite the air and shit. He's like, yeah, this bitch ain't shit. He's like, yeah, I tried to hold you down, sister. You feel me? That's
this just a wayward. This just a wayward child. That's all that is. This just a wayward child, man. Needs some guidance.
This is most of black. I'm not saying her exactly this behavior, but that's most of black America, dog. Yo, this shit's cooked out here. We've been under military attack. Here's the thing, like, I'm not saying that niggas aren't fucked up. I'm just saying that I'm not gonna be the niggas. Oh, nigga, you could just do it. No, we've been under military attack. Not just and on top of the propaganda that the masses and the whole population are getting, we've been under documented military governmental attack. You feel me? That they've admitted to. So I don't see why niggas can just I know. Let me put it this way. I'm soft on niggas. I don't give a fuck. Somebody gotta
Well,
be soft on niggas. Everybody else want to be tough on niggas. Fuck you.
well, my thing is like under that military attack, you got to ask yourself why. Like you only attack a threat, so that in and of
She
itself,
spit. It's over. My bad.
if we're that threatening, that means we got something going for us, and that right there boosts, kind of undermines their whole goal of trying to undermine our confidence as a people. The whole
Then,
like
then
they fighting a losing battle. Like that's what they known for, losing battles. They love losing. They love what they call it, a Pyrrhic victory, where you lose your whole army and it's just you one guard against the king and your guard kill the king, you win, you the last man standing, you done lost everything. They
didn't J.
love that.
Edgar didn't J. Edgar Hoover say that the creation, which one was it? The FBI or the CIA was to stop the rise of primarily to stop the rise of a black messiah? Yeah.
Right.
So
Right. And
what you have
look at me now. I'm stuck over here on YouTube anonymous, man. They won.
It is what it is. War is over, dog.
That's all right,
Damn.
but I still reap my blessings. I just wanted to share them.
Yo, this shit looks so crazy. It looks like they're arresting the bitch. They're about to take her straight to Alcatraz or something. They're about to take her to some
Right.
remote prison. They're like, nah, bitch, you fucked with the wrong police. They're gonna take you to
She's
some
like,
remote.
oh, look at the look on her face.
She's like, fuck. They about to take me on the plane to that. They're about to take me to Epstein Island, dog. Yo, you fucked with the wrong white people.
She should have took her meds.
Yo.
Let me hear what she's saying, man.
Let's hear it.
Look back up. Let me hear what she's saying. It's because she got bars, though.
Can I have you do? Lean over the hood of this car. She's going to search you before you go in the patrol car. Do you have any questions?
I can't walk, so yeah, I figure it out.
Let's roll a little closer, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to drag her.
I don't want her to touch me. Can I have a guy do it? I don't want her touching me.
Non-resist.
I'm not supposed to resist.
Stand up.
Frankie said, "I've been at house parties with hoes like this." He saw her spit. He's
Right.
Like, I've been with bitches like this.
Right. And you was glad you wish the police would have snatched her up that night.
They getting their weight up. Okay. They gonna take her fucking stem cells, gang. Yep. They're gonna harvest her. Let's not get to that.
God.
They're gonna harvest her. She probably got magic books. Yep, that's what that might have threw her off. Like being a crack baby and also getting into the occult and not knowing how to handle it.
Right. Tarot cards and shit. Reading tarot cards, open yourself up to all these occult dimensions and shit.
That's a problem with a bitch. A bitch.
They want a pound. They want a pound of flesh. That's how magic works.
No, but here's the problem. A bitch will read an occult book and then she'll just start doing the shit in the book, just reading it. You feel me? Like, Abba Madame Dum, come to me, please. Like, bitch, why are you saying this? Like, why are you saying this shit? Like, what are you trying to do? She's like, I need the power to get my boyfriend. Bitch, you don't need the devil to get your ex-man back. What the fuck?
Yes, she do. Yes, she do. She need all the help she can get. But no, she a little hottie though. If she wasn't crazy, she got potential. Look at that man, free Keisha.
Yeah, man, if we weren't conditioned and poisoned in America, I think she looked good too. But I think I need her to have her wig on or whatever. You know what I mean?
No, I separate the wig from the looks. You got to.
Damn, they're gonna Roberta Lax her. Why do I know that name? Why do I know that name?
They ain't gonna do nothing to her little crazy ass, but involuntary commit her to psych ward for 3 days. And she might end up homeless because if she in the airport, she obviously ain't at her destination or she would have got on down. So her jurisdiction acting crazy. So ain't no telling how far away she is from her folks to come get her. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta go out their way to fuck her off. She fucked her own self off.
Yeah, she's out of there. But what?
Yeah.
Roberta Lax or Henrietta Lax is the only human. Wait, the donation of Henrietta Lax cells began what was the first and for many years the only human cell line able to reproduce indefinitely. So they killed her and took her cells? That's what they doing to us. I'm not surprised. You feel me? Rest in peace to her.
Not us. They just did it to her. She the one.
They're trying to figure out. They're trying to figure out you. You feel me?
I mean, they already figured it out. They just can't get me.
Yeah, man,
they ain't figured out how to get me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't figured that part out. And they never will.
Well, just saying, Frankie said he like his with more natural hair. You feel me? Stem cell science. Yeah, we sucked it up. We sucked it up. Boom. See how they do her.
Do not resist. Just search on the ground.
I'll take my glass. Hold on, wait. Take my glass closed.
Do not resist. I'm searching your person.
I don't want to break that. Look for 400.
Okay. Well, don't resist.
Niggas gotta always say the price of shit, dog.
Oh my god.
The niggas always gotta say the price of shit. He's like, I don't take my glass. I don't want to break those 400. So they take she stops. They take the glasses off very nicely. Then she just starts wilding out.
But you can never judge. You can't judge another human being by their police cam footage.
You know that is true though. Because I don't have any terrible police cam footage like this. You know, my bad attitude. This seems counterintuitive, but my bad attitude keeps me out of bad police situations. It seems counterintuitive. You think like you want to be good attitude. No, you don't want to be crazy.
No, like you're such an asshole. Even the police don't want to deal with you.
Exactly. And I'm a big guy, so they're like, damn. Even though I got a gun, this might be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got to go through the proper procedures before I draw my gun, and by then I might be knocked out. But I think it's the attitude more than size, because I think I got a similar issue, but I'm not I'm a small to average size guy. And
wait, I don't even think it's a size thing, really. I add that
it's
in,
an
but
attitude thing.
Pause. I think I think it's more like
No
I think it's no diddy, dog. I think it's more about them seeing the attitude in you that you're not really a bad guy, but I can't just do nothing to this guy. I mean, I can't just do anything to this guy. If I start getting
he ain't going.
He ain't going. Exactly. That's a perfect. Just put it into nigga terms. He ain't going. He ain't going. I'm not going, sir.
I'm not going for your bullshit, man. I'm on my path. I'm on my journey.
And this is not just me. Like, this is from my observations, because I have homies I've known through the years, people who I've known who've been like thrown around by the cops, all types of crazy shit. It's always my super square friends, like my friends who were never in the streets, my friends who got good jobs and shit. These guys who are not aggressive, like, you know, feel me, like the good guys. They're the ones who the police be throwing on the wall and dragging on the ground and shit.
Yeah. Yep. Because they know they can. They can smell it on you like a dog. Like, oh man, that nigga pissing on himself over here. Let me give him something to piss about. They bring the bully out in their ass. Because man, you got to be a certain type of guy to be a cop.
Yo, to want to enforce your will on people all the fucking time. And here's what, I don't know any good.
And you can't. You need government assistance to do that. You can't just flex nuts and do that. You see what I'm saying? You can't just be the man you are and exert your will. No, you need a whole badge and a whole gang of motherfuckers behind you to exert your will. What that say about you? I could do that shit. I could do that shit, man, in some slides.
It's the same thing it says about most people though, because most people need to be a part of a gang or a tribe or something to feel like they have any significance or power or you know, it's a human condition. But it's even worse when the human condition is governmentally backed, and they're telling you to like, oh yeah, get together, and they're telling you like you could fuck with a certain type of person more than another type of person.
But I look at it like this: look at how much money and effort and manpower. Look at all this effort it takes for the government to fucking hammer a nail in a board. Like they are ineffectual. Like they is not fucking with
Nah.
any agenda I can come up with. You see what I'm saying? Like it's so it's like the rat king. It's like a bunch of rats done got their tails tied together and they just run around wreaking havoc. This ain't no threat. We're not under a threat. They look at us as the fucking threat.
Yeah, because they're scared, but that's not what they're here
But
for.
they're ineffectual. We can
No,
exert.
they are effectual because you're thinking about them doing something like benevolent or some shit like that. Like
Well,
that
no. I'm just saying, just exert. Like it takes their machinery years to exert change. The people can exert change in an instant.
Yeah, because there's more numbers, but now it's like we're the technological age. Technology is different. You feel me? So
right.
If people really turned up, but then we'd have to see. But I doubt anybody's gonna really turn up like that.
But even as an individual, like just as one individual, like your insignificance is your strength. Does that you like you're just like you're a grain of sand on a beach, and they looking at all the grains of sand. They can't see what you're doing. You're not making that much noise. People overestimate themselves. You're not the one they looking for. So do your thing. You trust me, you'll get away with it because they ain't got they.
I don't
Look
think
at how
looking...
they be catching serial killers. They be catching major serial killers, motherfuckers out here doing major shit off traffic stops. They didn't catch them in the act. They didn't catch them off the evidence of what they did. They catch them just doing some dumb shit, and then they tie them into it. This system is slack.
Anybody who really observes or like even has like lived like a street lifestyle at all, you understand that most of this shit is just by wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Or it's wait, why I just lost my original thought. It's either wrong place, wrong time, or it's a snitch. That's it. You feel me? Motherfuckers don't do anything. They're not doing no real like deep level work or anything like that. All they do is get a whole bunch of snitches. They write down what they said and they act like that was a whole bunch of work they did. You feel me? Like,
right.
That's it. You feel me? And it's especially good, I guess bad or good for them when you don't need any evidence. Somebody can just say something and put a case on your ass. They don't need any evidence. Somebody can just say some shit.
Right, and it's all in how you play your hand from there. Because if all they got is hearsay, that ain't evidence. But the average crook don't know that, and they just gonna fall.
Yeah, but to operate once you're in the underworld to truly operate, that's why it's you're trying to run the gauntlet and get some fucking money because.
To not to bring up another tangent, but I think it's pertinent. You bring up the underworld and niggardry, right? Have you been following this young Dolph case and the verdict that dropped today?
I know enough.
Like, this guy, basically, Dolph got killed for $800. Like, they didn't even make it to the point to get the money they was promised, and they probably were never gonna get it.
I believe that guy who did most of the snitching right away, or the only guy. I don't know. I don't watch most of the trial. I saw like the guy who's busting the Draco. He was just doing all the snitching, but I think that other guy got paid, and they didn't give him any money. You know what I mean?
So he spilled the beans.
Yeah, but it's all totally retarded. Like he didn't. These aren't like people in your gang who you came up with. He said he knew this guy like 2 months, and he's like, all right, let's go kill young Dolph. Like, it was like okay. But this is what you're dealing with in this world. That's like it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you know what? And here's the thing. And everybody wants to act like, oh, Young Dolph was some beloved motherfucker. Like I like Young Dolph's music too. But you was a street nigga.
No, he was beloved. He was
who got
beloved.
shot at. I don't get. Niggas can love him, but you were a street nigga, dog. Talking about fucking niggas' baby mamas and killing them. And if you talk to other killers about fucking their baby mamas and you do this and that to them. And you think, oh no, it's all good, and you want to tell your hitters not to go. Oh, just stay back, dog. We ain't gonna get into it like that. It's just music. No, nigga, it's war. It's street shit. Once bodies are getting dropped, a nigga, fuck a body getting dropped. Once a gun is popped, it's on. Even if nobody gets hit, it's on, and that's why I be like when niggas. That's why I know when people online are like who never really experienced the type of life, like they just be running their fucking mouth, you know.
But I'm saying Dolph as a public figure, he was a beloved public figure. I mean, at least
to the layman.
In Memphis, like I guess, I mean, and he was beloved. I mean, he had a positive impact because even though I look at him as a case. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Like, he was a family man. He was like, even though he talked that shit in raps, I don't know what he did in life aside from take care of his family, run up his money, ride around the city in nice cars, and put people on game, put people on business. Like
I'm
banging
not saying he wasn't.
banging somebody broad is not a capital. That's just dirty back. That ain't shit. That's just a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No. We can't. We can't minimize this shit. No, I'm not talking. No, what do you mean when image? I'm not speculating. I'm not speculating or talking like what I think and some shit like that. I don't care if you're like a great father. You could have been a great father. He could have had a shitload of charities. He could have been doing all this shit. I don't give a fuck. When you're in the city with gangsters who you know they're killers and you talking killer shit with them, a nigga shoots your car up over 100 shots. You make a song saying "suck my dick." You miss a whole 100 shots, and you still have the audacity to ride around in your city in a camouflage car that looks like they know it's you in the fucking car, and you pull up to the cookie store by yourself. You a stupid piece, nigga.
I give you that. That was dumb. One
of the dumbest niggas, and he didn't just get shot there. He got shot in Beverly Hills. Outside the fucking hotel too, by the same niggas, and he thinks it's a fucking game. That's why I know. That's why I know American niggas turn up. But that's why I like being half Jamaican. 'Cause I think, even though niggas get killed out here, they don't understand how serious. I don't think niggas don't realize that gunshots not some cute shit. You know what I'm saying? This isn't some. Right. But I don't want to get down that road.
This ain't nothing to take lightly.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? And I said, yeah, Dolph didn't give a fuck. He was living his life and he was chilling. But if you're to be a gangster, you shouldn't be chilling. That's why I always stayed away from being a real gangster, because I know as soon as you start popping, you gotta start popping everybody. You feel me? Why not? And why not? But it is what it is. That's why I say that media shit, because niggas choose sides and all this media shit. How am I gonna choose sides with two fucking country gangster niggas fighting in fucking Memphis? I don't know these niggas, but you're over there though, right? I forgot you're over there.
Yeah, man, I gotta deal with this shit.
Oh yeah, so that touches you closer. Cause I'm sure that there's shit that I don't know about. I'm sure the city's in a war all the fucking time after this shit. You feel me? I know Memphis was already crazy, but I'm sure it even got crazier after that shit. And probably after the verdict, and it's 100% who put the money where. I'm sure it's gonna get more turned up.
Man, I saw a headline talking about Yo Gotti done left the country because all signs pointing to him.
Well, I guess he was smart, he would. I guess you take your mama with you, whoever you could, you'd get the fuck up out of there, because your brother already got shot right outside the fucking funeral, right? Or some shit like that. There are even rumors that he the one that got his brother shot because he knew too much. I was thinking about that too.
His brother was like the bag man, you know what I'm saying? He was just a bag man.
I was thinking about that too, but I heard that other guy who stays low also just be getting shit done. You know, the guy named Daddy-O or something?
I don't know, man.
You know the guy who really owns PRE? You know what I'm talking about? Is his name Daddy-O?
I don't know. I don't know about the inner workings of Oh, you talking about PRE? Because all they artists be dropping for insurance.
No, I'm talking about PRE was Dolph's label.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of PRE artists, like he put insurance policies on them and get them up out of here. I heard that theory too.
Oh, there could be a chance.
I also heard that Dolph was trying to buy PRE. He was trying to buy his own record label.
Well, I haven't heard anything about this guy like really being grimy to Dolph. I just heard that he just gets it done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So that's a guy out there. Supposedly, this guy who really owns the shit, really got the money, the real gangster nigga from out there or whatever. Because Dolph was like, he wasn't selling coke and shit. That nigga was like a weed seller, wasn't he? He
always talk about that. Yeah, like you got to keep in mind, this was 10 years ago when Dolph hit the scene. Over 10 years ago. It was like 2011, 2012. And
I know
Memphis,
there's there's still
And
good
Memphis
money in
didn't
weed. I'm
have.
just saying it's not the same thing though.
We were smoking Reggie. We were still smoking Reggie in 2010, man. That's when that Loud hit, that Loud Pack hit. That's what Dolph was promoting, that Loud Pack, that Blue Magic on the, that medicinal, not that Mexican bricks bullshit that we had for years. So he took, that's why a lot of people got love for Dolph, because he promoted good smoke. That's what, at least, that's what he hit home for me. You know what I'm saying? He promoted
I fuck with
good
some of
smoking,
his music.
man. And not all that other, not no pills, not no narcotics, none of that. Just good smoke, man. In this day and age, I respected him for that, because everybody else was going with that narcotic wave, and that's not good for the culture.
Well, you gotta promote his products. I know niggas love this shit. You're from that city, so I look at it differently and shit. But I don't know. I really don't give a fuck about any celebrities. I think they're all full of shit. And I don't worship any fucking celebrity. I don't take sides. I mean, last time I took sides with celebrities was like when I was in high school with G Unit. I chose G Unit over Murder Inc. You feel me?
Well, that was obvious, because they murdered them. that was a
No, but most people didn't find out about 50 and them until he really got popping. You feel me? I knew like before that, but like when Heat was out,
that was a slaughter. I guess with me being a hip hop head, like I saw that before it happened, man. Like that was that's why I'm like, man, don't be trying to make your name off of beef, because if you lose, you through. That's what happened to Kool Mo D when he took on LL Cool J. Like, that ain't the way to make your name. Like you. That's like playing roulette with your career. Just get out here and rap. Be an artist.
Not the way to make your name, but that's a part of hip hop. Battling, going at each other is a part of hip hop.
But look at all the guys. It's really a crash out. It's a last resort, because most of the guys that started beefs historically, I mean, until they made it back when it wasn't a work, when they were legitimately going at each other. Most of the guys that started the beef ended their career. Now it's like a work, like wrestling. They trade L's and shit. Except for this Kendrick Lamar and Drake deal. That's another slaughter. I mean, I ain't never seen that's an old school. That's just a slaughter, man.
Kendrick Lamar versus Drake was the softest, gayest fucking rap beef of all time. That shit was T-rap. It was like little girls talking. Oh, you beat your baby mama. Oh, you're
right.
But faggot. Like, these niggas are gay, dog.
But in their arena, based on their criteria, it's a weak criteria. But based on that, it's still a slaughter.
Yeah.
Because it ain't. I mean, you can't. It ain't. That's what it is now. The whole genre is soft. So it's a pillow fight. Who won the pillow fight? Kendrick Lamar.
I guess so, but I feel like to me this is all theater just playing out itself.
That was my original point. It's a work. They working together. They like, okay, I'm gonna hit you with the power bomb and you're gonna kick out. You know what I'm saying? Just like they do in wrestling. Wrestling has influenced entertainment pervasively in sports and entertainment. Like wrestling has influenced a lot of this shit. People don't learn how to work to get the money.
And well, Frankie said Nas won the beef, but motherfuckers would pretend Jay did. To me, Jay won the beef because Nas didn't put down the kill shot, and that's why and then after that he didn't do anything. So I don't know what happened behind the scenes. And then it isn't interesting that after that he goes from he starts calling himself God's son, and Jay-Z is Hova, right? So you see the connection right there, and then they end up coming back. Right. Then they end up coming together and squashing the beef and being on stage together, Hova and Godson. You know, so I'm not. If you want to look just at hip hop, yes, Ether destroyed him and got him out of here, but it didn't really get him out of here because back in those days, you're supposed to kick a man while he's down. You're supposed to get him up out of here with the second shot.
Curves off him.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You
No,
didn't do it.
but they saw for the business, which was wise. They like, okay, it's a work. We're not really into it. We're both gonna get money out of this. It's a work. It's business, man. It's show business.
No, but they try to act like if you look at the theater, they try to act like it's so weird. They try to act like Drake took some type of L, like one of his deals got fucked up or something. But then they'll be like, oh, in the same time he broke the streaming records the same year that he lost the beef or whatever. It's all convoluted nonsense to keep the masses confused and looking at stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
bruh, Ether was harder than Takeover. Come on, man. It was harder than Takeover, but Nas didn't do nothing else. You're supposed to keep stomping on niggas. Nas didn't have a whole team. Jay-Z had Jay-Z.
No, wait,
Hold on. Jay-Z had Jay-Z. He had BD Siegel, the whole state property, everybody bombing on fucking Nas. And Nas by himself came with Ether and shitted on all that. So
yeah.
So it's not overkill. It's appropriate for him to keep talking his shit because this nigga had 10 niggas talking shit to you, riding with him and for you. You know what I'm saying?
But like it's like a walk-off home run. It's like he only had to take one. He took one song and killed all that shit. They couldn't come back. He didn't have to keep stomping. They couldn't come back. That was a hard, like, regardless of battle rap or anything, that was a hard-ass track. That was a hard-ass song, regardless of who you talking about. Ether was banging. And them niggas didn't have shit to come back with. And Nas, you know, I mean, because the whole point of battle rap is not, can I beat you up, can I fuck your bitch? It's who got these bars.
On a level, but battle rap is very subjective. It's not even about.
Well, I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about this modern battle rap. I'm talking about
I'm saying battle rap. I'm saying battle rap. Period. It's not about the best bars. It's not about the most technical bars. Rap and black art has something intangible about it. Because if it's just about saying the most technical bullshit, then Eminem would be one of the top level niggas. No, he sounds like he's saying a whole bunch of bullshit. Because that's not what niggas are doing. We're not just trying to do the most technical rhyming of words and this or that. No, there's a feeling, a flow behind it. There's and you gotta bring the proof. A cadence. There's a believability behind it and shit. Just like even in modern day battle rap, like they say, like when it's real, it don't got a rap. When it's real, it don't got a rhyme or some shit like that.
Hell no.
But
I ain't with that modern battle rap.
I fuck with it sometimes, but it's been years though. It fell off. But J1 because all the extracurricular rap shit ain't supposed to count. Hold up, Drake a whole PDF file. Nobody I don't know. I don't have any proof of that. I don't like calling. And that's gay to me too. Kendrick gonna come out and like insinuate all this PDF shit. Like I need to see the proof. Maybe I haven't looked further enough. Some they said that he was talking to a 17-year-old or something. I don't give a fuck.
He's got some sus behavior on around the youngsters, but who,
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not defending him. I'm just saying like I don't like throwing that shit around.
No, I'm just exactly. I'm with you on that. It's just like that is a harsh jacket to put on somebody with circumstantial evidence because he's a famous person. He's gonna meet people and take pictures with them. That don't mean he's a pedo and all this digital sleuthing people be trying to do to expose people. That shit, a lot of that shit be fake as hell, and you just can't trust it. So it's like until there's a criminal investigation, you got to take it. Even with a criminal, if we got to take criminal investigations with a grain of salt, this internet investigation shit ain't talking about nothing. Them just smear campaigns. And I don't care about none of these people no way, so I don't care either way.
Yeah, I don't have enough care or time to examine the workings of whatever the fuck they're doing, So
it ain't fucking with my portfolio.
You know what I'm saying? But what Frankie says, I want to address this. Frankie says, yeah, you actually got to say some shit. That's why I hate Eminem best of all time BS. Like Busy and then do that convoluted word salad shit way better. For one thing I want to say about Bone Thugs and them, if you actually listen to what they're saying, they're actually not saying anything like, they're actually saying some really deep, crazy lyrics. You actually listen to what the fuck they're saying. That's a really interesting part. It seems like they're just doing some melodic type thing, which they are. But if you listen to like,
Well,
I don't know, these niggas are very weird spiritual niggas. Like listen to like Give Up the Ghost by like Busy Bone and Immature. That shit is weird. It's one of my top songs of all time. But it's just like, damn, this is like poetry. This is like, you gotta listen to it. If you have never heard that shit, listen to it.
yeah, Busy Bone out there. You know, back in the day, the 3-6 Mafia and Busy, I mean not Busy, but Bone Thugs had beef because they were saying that Bone Thugs stole the Memphis style because we had been rapping like that since the 80s. They just got on before we did. You know, the rap was East and West Coast, but the middle part of the country was getting ignored. Chicago, Atlanta, you know, Cleveland, Memphis, all that middle, you know, all them flyover states was getting ignored, so we were trying to get our name in the game, and they beat us to it with our own style. So that was the source of that beef. But as far as the content, I never really listened to Bone Thugs that deep to see what they. I know they had some spiritual themes, but I never really got deep into it. The Memphis rap was more like horrorcore. They were just talking like horror movies, fantasies and shit.
They were on their straight Satanism shit. Well, the people were
Yeah.
saying, what's his name? Were saying that they were actually participating in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm pretty sure they all participated at some point, but the people who were really into it was what's his name?
Lord Infamous.
Yeah, Lord Infamous, and one more other guy that I think might have passed away. Were the main ones. Was Koopsta or something like that? Or that?
Koopsta Nika.
He was
Koopsta
somebody
Nika,
named
Lord Infamous.
Yeah, they were the ones who were really like going to the ritual. I heard they like went out their way to go like find these groups. They actually attended the ritual and stuff like that. Whoa. Well, the crunchy back was cinching on them or something like that.
Right. Yeah, that's why they probably up out of here now. Doing too much, man. You pay a price fucking with that shit, man.
Yeah, man. I recently heard all them Tommy Wright mixtape samples. I actually was gonna ask you, since you're out there, because a lot of people bit their south. You know, I'm from Miami, so the younger cats.
Oh man, he went deep talking about Tommy Wright.
So the younger cats weren't really biting 3-6. They were biting Tommy Wright. Like if you look at cats from down here, like that really didn't get too huge. Like
yeah,
like Space Goes Perp and even white boys who were down here rapping. A white boy named Puya and them. They were rapping just like Tommy Wright. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot.
Tommy
of
Wright
there was
third.
Yeah.
Tommy Wright the third. Yeah, he was a real gangster rapper, man. He was like, if the whole Memphis scene was underground, he was the underground of the underground.
I can see Crunchy Black riding around trying to find a motherfucking owl statue.
Damn.
Crunchy Black's fucking, that nigga don't care though.
Crunchy, I like Crunchy. I like his style. He just, it's like he changed the whole mood of the song, the way he ride the beat, and he just be talking some crazy shit, man. Like back in the days when Crunchy come on, that's when everybody turned up.
I know. I get a strike right now. I'll put on the Player While You Hating. That shit fucked me up when I was a kid. That shit was Player While You Hating. Player While. Yo, that shit.
Yeah, I was in the club. A little bit.
You outside at that time. See, I wouldn't want to be outside at that time. That shit was crazy.
No, you didn't. I didn't want to be outside either. I went and started a family. I said, fuck this shit.
Yeah, because you would have ended up like this in the club. You know?
This. Don't damage your glasses.
Y'all damaging me.
Roll you over. Get you up. Okay? Do not resist. Do not resist. Okay?
Is this?
Okay, we're going to help you sit up, and we're going to put you in the car. Yeah, we're going to put them right on you as soon as we get you in the car. Do not drag your feet. Walk to the car. Turn around.
Just being an asshole.
Hold on, wait. I need my glasses.
We're going to get you
We'll get your glasses in the car.
Put them on face.
Nope, we're not. We're getting you in your car.
We don't want to see you damage your glasses by your actions.
I don't damage myself.
Okay, good. Yeah,
If this just
Now can I have my glass?
if this just an ancient bitch, is she crazy? See, you can't tell. You can't even be asking these type of questions because you can't tell if like
She being defiant, man. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She just being defiant, man. She doing all this deliberately on purpose, but she's not. She's probably more dumb than crazy. So in her dumbass mind, she think this gon', you know what I'm saying?
you can't
But
tell how old black people are. How old is this bitch? Is she like
the
a
cops
fucking-
is dumb as her because they entertaining her bullshit. Like, if I was a cop and somebody started talking crazy, I'd plead the fifth on their ass. I wouldn't talk to them. Like, get your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? I'd just be, man, tossing their motherfucking ass. I wouldn't be saying shit. I don't know why they even, that shit, they don't do brothers like this.
You know,
You
the
know
white
what I'm
man got. You know, the white man got the white man scared. You know what I mean?
Man.
No, hold on. Let's see what she says with the glasses.
Now can I have my glasses?
Sit back. Go get them. Promise you that. Put your feet on the floor. Do not resist. Sit on the leg, go. Do not resist.
Now I'm going to shut this up. I need my glasses. Come on, put them
Sit
on
up
my
straight.
face.
Sit up straight.
Not under my hair. Ooh, my bad. You gotta go up. No.
Hell no.
There you go. Sit up straight. Watch yourself.
Thanks, Hannah.
Good job, buddy.
Why are they clapping? Why are they so happy with your wife? What the fuck is wrong with
Okay,
people,
this is
dog?
not Atlanta. This is some I don't know what city this is. They
If this
don't
was
get
Atlanta, it would have been black cops, a bunch of black
right.
cops. You feel me?
A bunch of thick black broads, but they don't. You can tell they don't get no lot of action out here. They in a suburb somewhere, Minneapolis or some shit.
So see, look how happy the white bitch is.
Appreciate you.
What is Frankie on?
I'll ride with you.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Frankie going.
Wait.
She got her handcuff?
This bitch got out the handcuff.
Yeah.
Yo, you think they're trying to be too nice? They didn't put him on tight enough. Like, let's go. Did she get out the handcuffs?
Everything okay?
Back that high five and this shit. Damn.
Y'all must really like me.
Wait. Damn, this is. What the fuck is going on, bro?
We would not be able to drag her out of the car. The hobble's in the front door.
She slipped her handcuffs.
I'm trying to see the city on the door, the police car.
I thought this was about to be done, bitch. Back outside the car on the floor and shit.
It's crazy, man.
I did want to end off with Cali, but I guess we're gonna end off with the. Yo.
Okay, so if I take you out of this hobble so you can walk, you're gonna walk for me?
I'm not.
Control 12, check the signature tower.
Hey, Mark.
Try to get out.
Keep your shovel.
Nashville. Nashville. Oh, plane dropped out. I didn't even notice that he dropped out. Nashville, dog. Nashville. Roll Keisha. Wait, she probably getting off on this shit. There's definitely something odd going on. You feel me? There's definitely something odd going on. Bitch want to get mad? You know, I can't. You know, I can't say nothing against that at all because you know, I don't manhandle my fair share.
You have to.
I'm disabled.
Can you use your work phone?
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, I don't know why they put racist women in there because I wasn't paying much attention to when the white people were talking in the beginning. They just had video and shit, so maybe they said they called her crackers or something. I don't know. Maybe she called them crackers. You know. Yeah, bro. Old white bitch said some crazy. Keisha wasn't going. Turned up. Airport call 12, as they should. As they should. You're in the fucking airport, bitch. I don't care what anybody says to me in the airport. If somebody talks crazy to me in the airport, and it depends. It depends. If I'm headed somewhere like Colombia or somewhere I'm about to go have a good time, and somebody talks crazy to me in the airport, it'd have to be insanity for me to do anything. I'd just be like, I charge it to the game. I'm gonna go have my good time. But if I'm flying domestically in the U.S. and somebody's talking crazy to me, I'm gonna talk crazy to them, and I'm way better at talking to crazy than most people. So when they come try to attack me and they give me the green light, I'm gonna do them dirty. You feel me? It is what it is. But if you attacking people, white people, black people, any type of people, just because of the words that come out of their mouth in America, this is America, dog. It ain't Canada, this ain't UK. We got free speech here. And if you attack somebody for talking, you deserve to get shot. That's America.
Appreciate you.
Why y'all so mad?
What's up?
So why y'all so mad?
I'm not mad.
He's acting in the way. I don't know why he's acting.
The woman was charged with elder abuse, assaulting a first responder, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and vandalism. Share your thoughts below and remember to like and subscribe for more videos.
That was interesting. See how they did our sister? We are flying low in the building. Just my earbuds in, I'm not worried about nothing. I got a whole country to see. Exactly. I know if you're flying domestic in America, you can still be mad because you just go into another state in America. Not gonna lie, it's an airport. I ain't trying to get flight banned or something. Exactly. Exactly. Nah, white people should get picked on GP. Not in my opinion. I don't subscribe to that tribalism. I don't subscribe to that tribalism. You feel me? I'm American. You feel me? You fuck with somebody for talking or chilling or trying to live their civil liberties and shit like that, you should get popped. You feel me? And I'm not against the white man enforcing his rights and shit like that. Because they want to say anytime a white guy enforces his rights, that his constitutional rights, that it's some racist shit. And they try to attach the Constitution to racism. Get the fuck out of here. You small-minded niggas be easily fooled by that shit, man. No. I want the white man to turn up and stand on his shit. You feel me? And niggas want to be mad at the white man. The real shit, if the white man gave up all his burners right now, we're all fucked. You feel me? We need more burners, and we need the white man to have more burners and keep all his burners. You feel me? And they try to make you hate white people, but people, they don't talk about this publicly, but people in these so-called like these ill-ishas, you feel me? The Reggie Miller ishas, you feel me? Those people who are up tucked away with all the burners and shit, they have more burners than they can use and more ammo than they can use. Why do you think they have that? You think it just stocked up? They know how to make a burner and also the bullets from scratch. They can do that. My neighbor when I was a kid used to do that when I lived in Georgia. You feel me? Old white guy, Vietnam vet and shit. So why do you think they have all this? It's not just for them. Because if it really went down, them white people are going to be handing out burners. Man, I don't hate white people. I just seen too many times white people get escalating shit into a fight and then turn it into... Yeah, I see that shit all the time too. But I always gotta put myself in somebody else's shoes. That is punk ass shit. But if I had the ability to have an altercation with somebody and then not have to face the consequences of it, I might do the same thing too. I might do the same thing too. You might be like, "Oh, that's some bitch ass shit." It's better than going to jail. It's better than going to jail. You know what I mean? Like, I got an argument with you. I didn't commit a crime with you, motherfucker. We ain't working together. Hold on. How to turn... Maybe I should save this channel. What's this channel called? I was watching this bullshit on. This channel's called Body Cam Edition. Body Cam Edition. Drunk 15-year-old assaults Walgreens employee, flees, then crashes. Alright, so they got more stuff on this channel. So, when you get a felony within a month at your new school, damn. Is this a black bitch or she white? Hold on. She looks racially ambiguous, but I'm gonna say she leaning more towards the white side. Damn. This channel got a lot of bullshit on it. Hold up. Phone died. Plane's out of here. You know what? And I've been here way too long too. We just hit 30 hours. So, yeah, it'd be cool hanging out. Shout out to Frankie. What will Frankie say? We need a smack whitey clause if the victim is password. This is disagreeable. I'm disagreeable. We are disagreeable. Hit the like buttons and all those YouTube things you're supposed to do. I'm out.